Get ready to rise with more shine. Introducing the all-new Sealy Posturepedic Collection, now at Ashley. Featuring precision-fit coils arranged right where you need them for targeted support, night after night. Sealy at Ashley. Wake up to what's next.
No one does food like Puerto Rico. Whether it's a chef-tasting menu or a local favorite spot with no sign above the door. You'll taste the influence of Spanish, African, and native Taino traditions, sometimes all in the same dish.
Is this thing on? Oh, hey! Whoa! Yeah. I look a little different. So, we're back. I apologize for not being able to stream the day previously, but, I was not able to because of technical difficulties, unfortunately. So, yeah. Junior says first, and then laughing emojis, and then yeah. Yeah. So, as the title suggests, we're back into the Genshin. Okay, to be fair, this Archon quest released, like a couple of weeks ago, I think, yeah. But I was too busy doing the drawing streams instead, and also just busy with life and stuff, but now we're back, now we can play that again, and I am super excited, because, my brother, played it before I did, and he told me, like, cause if y'all seen my streams, if y'all heard me ramble about Genshin, y'all know that I love Natlan lore so much. Junior says, okay, I love Genshin. I'm on it right now. That's great. I love Natlan lore so much. And supposedly this new Archon quest is jam-packed with some more Natlan lore, which is always appreciated. I love it, as y'all know. And we also get to meet our new the new character Ineffa, which seems to be kind of, well, she's a robot. She's like this kind of like robot character. I think it's like Genshin's first proper robot character. Because like Scaramouche is a puppet, but like, is he really? Well, let's be honest here. Like, canonically he's a puppet, but for all intents and purposes, he's just kind of a guy. But from what I'm able to tell with Ineffa, not Veressa. With Ineffa, she seems to be like a proper robot. Yeah, and that is an ad. But I don't really have too much to say in this little segment, other than I'm just like excited and can't wait to see what we learn, what happens, all of that. I definitely 100% do also want to do the summer events, but I want to finish this one first. And yeah, I mean, I guess we should just like go ahead and start, eh? Yeah. Alright, let me shut off the music. Get to the scary infinite void. Let's collect all my stuff. Collect my stuff. I haven't been back in a bit, and this volume's too low. Or am I crazy? Give me my primos. Oh, hi, Mika. Thank you. Anything else here? Alright, there's like Stellar Reunion stuff. Reunion reward, because I haven't played in a hot minute. Gimme. Oh, can't get that? Oh, okay. Alright. Haven't played in a while. Reunion locales. Exploration reward. Ooh. Thank you. Thank you. Anything else? Is that it? Alrighty. Just need to check, cause I haven't been back in a bit. Need to see what's up. Yep, I want to keep this. My login stuff. Obsidian Aurora says hello again. Hey. I'm just collecting all of the things that. Oh, is this thing? The Journey Home. That's what it's called. The summer event. Heck yeah. Awesome. Syzygy. Alright. And wish stuff. She up here? Yep, she is. And I'm not planning on rolling for anybody today, so, or just like throughout this run. So, yeah. Currently, right now, I'm thinking if I were to save up for someone, it would be Varka. Cause, ooh, I am so happy that they didn't make him look like, he looks a little younger than I would have liked, but I'm so glad they didn't make him look like young, you know what I mean? Obsidian Aurora says, I'm just trying to enjoy my last day on YouTube. Oh, dang. Okay. So, I always like to do this when I'm, when I play quests and stuff. I always like to change, like, use characters that are sort of kind of vaguely based on, like, relate to the story. The only Natlan character I have really, like, built is Kinich.
Glad to be working with you.
Do I keep Farina, or I don't have any other good Hydro, do I? I'll keep her. Oh wait, you're a Burgeon. I just remember. Kinich is a Burgeon. That's like his most... This the main thing he uses. Or actually, okay, let me keep Kinich. Actually, he's not well built either. Oh well, sorry Kinich. I guess, or maybe instead I switch Kinich with... Or I switch Farina with Minnie.
We'll be a traveling magic troupe.
Because then there's the pyro thing. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Alright. Let's get to the quest. Song of the Welcome Moon preload. Ooh. Head to the Flower Feather Clan location. Well, don't mind if I do. I don't know, does this sound quiet to you guys? I don't know if it sounds quiet. Obsidian Aurora asks me, so how's your day been? A bit tiring, honestly. Mostly from work. Just tired from working. But other than that, pretty chill. Just don't lag out, please. Don't lag to oblivion. Ah! Hey yo, it's Ineffa!
Okay, she's all patched up. Where did you say you found her? How'd she get wounded so badly?
Just on the beach not far from here. It was the usual suspects.
Hey, Chaska! What's going on over here?
Paimon? And Tumaini?
That's my name!
No way. The one and only Tumaini?
Indeed.
Wow, real nice to meet you.
We've met each other before. Oh, that's an event. Okay. But I think canonically we've met each other before, dude. Like twice.
Nice to meet you, bro!
Hello.
Cuckoo Thesaurus!
Indeed, it's adorable.
Allow me to introduce Ineffa, a vet from my tribe, and his assistant, Kakuku. I'm actually impressed that you've managed to visit us this many times without bumping into them.
Yep, called plot.
I guess we've all been pretty busy. Tumaini for obvious reasons, and I've had a heck of a lot of call-outs lately.
Were you doing some first aid just now?
Yeah, thankfully Chaska got her to me in good time, so I think she'll pull through.
Squawk.
She was attacked by secret source automatons.
Oh.
I was on patrol nearby, so luckily for her, I was able to get her to safety. The automatons weren't so lucky.
Oh, them again, huh? What is it with those maniacal machines? I'm getting real tired of their antics.
Real tired, bro! Real tired!
Very tired.
Secret Source automatons? That's strange. We've come across those before, but definitely not around these parts.
Yeah, who knows what's gotten into them recently. They've been attacking Saurians and merchants on the outskirts of our territory.
Would you like us to help?
No need. You've already done plenty by getting the Abyss off our backs. Without them draining our resources, our warriors can handle these rust buckets no problem.
Okay, I see. Obsidian Aurora says, bots where? Chaska using the term rust bucket for the secret source automatons. Okay. Nice to know that the robot slander has invaded even Genshin.
Besides, like our ancestors used to say, one's own nest is one's own to protect. We can't go dumping all our problems onto you.
Come on! What happened to birds of a feather? We're your friends! Plus, we'll be leaving for Notcry soon, so, while we're still here...
It'd be nice to spend some time together. Not like we have anything else to do.
Huh, fair point. It's been a while since we got to fight together. One last hurrah then, for old time's sake? We could hit the beach. The automatons have been pretty active there lately.
Awesome! Let's go!
if hunting down war machines is just sport to you, you guys really are built different. Still, guess I should tag along too, just on the off chance someone ends up getting carried away.
No way, bro!
Yes way. I need to check, like, the volume of my game. Because, I don't know, it just feels really low. Or maybe I'm just crazy. A short while later. Hello? It's Ineffa.
Where are they? Must find them.
Little robot.
Traveler. Paimon. Then return home.
Interesting.
Takes me right back
Hold up, before anything, I need to check
to the
some...
Night Warden.
I checked my... Ah! No wonder. It was a little low.
Horus.
I was not crazy.
What's going on over there?
Oh no!
Okay.
Looks like she's passed out! And there's an automaton! Quick, save her!
Oh my god, I forgot how to use this guy. I forgot how to use this guy.
I got him cornered.
Run, dude.
Let's get this show on the road. And voila!
And I have no idea if you
Time
can
for
do anything,
takeoff.
but we'll see. If you do anything, that's incredible. I'll leave it, I guess.
Time for you to pay the price.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Target acquired.
Bow before your king! The glory to which none can compare! Especially not when I'm in a bad mood. Measly insect!
Okay.
Now you must pay!
I hope the stream didn't, like, lag
Ineffa,
out.
How's it looking? Is she badly hurt?
She's made of metal and bolts.
Hard to say. You might want to see this for yourselves. A vet treating a human is one thing, but I'm not sure I'm qualified for this.
Now, I feel like a more accurate reaction would him just being like, I don't think this is human, guys.
You call that a human? Bro!
Exactly.
Whoa, okay. She's a machine?
A machine built to look like a human, I guess. Is this a new model of automaton?
Return
Humanoid machine.
home.
She spoke!
It speaks.
Paimon. Traveler.
And of course, because we're the main character, of course it talks about us.
What? You heard that too, right?
Yep, loud and clear. Said our names.
Oh, take a look at this. I found it on the ground next to her. See the picture on top? That's you guys, right?
Huh?
Really? Wait, a blonde person with a white balloon? That can't be right.
Yeah, that's definitely right.
You bet, bro!
There's also a cipher disk on it. I guess it needs a code to unlock it.
We have two gunslingers here. Can't we just blast it open?
Yeah, I wouldn't risk it. I've seen the Scions of the Canopy use similar devices when they're sending confidential messages. If you put in the wrong code or try to open it by force, it triggers a self-destruct mechanism inside.
So is this message supposed to be for me?
Sure looks that way. Question is, who's the messenger?
Obsidian Aurora says, I don't care that she looks human. I'm eradicating that bot. I guess if we want answers, we'll have to wake her up somehow.
So, we gotta revive a high-tech humanoid and crack open a cryptex.
Yep.
I only know one person with that kind of expertise. Shall we?
Sounds like a plan! Time to head to the Children of Echoes and find Shilonen! You bet, bro!
Oh, hello? Fatui? Fatui guy? The journey home. How you doing?
These automatons. I wonder what lies behind their behavioral patterns.
Ineffa, you're not coming with us?
Sorry, dude. I gotta get back to the clinic. That Kukasaur we rescued, I'm sure she'll be fine, but I'd best keep an eye on her just in case. Plus, I don't want poor Kakuku flapping his little wings off trying to keep up with you and Chaska.
Fair enough.
No way, bro!
Adorable. Okay. Children of Echoes, eh? Was that a missing... Is that a missing teleporter I see? Hello? We'll get there. We'll get there. But as for now, story. Gotta focus on story. Okay. Oh, I'm floating so high that it started to lag. Whoopsie.
Do you know if Shilonen is... Oh, you're up. I figured you'd be taking a nap at this hour.
Oh, yeah, perfect. First Mawika, now Chaska. Did you come all this way just to make fun of me?
Whoa, what a mess! You, looking for something?
Well, I have those secret source automatons to thank for all this. Mawika wants me to come up with a solution. It's like she thinks I'm a miracle worker or something. But I'm not, so to make up for the difference, I've been spending all day sifting through documentation. Anyway, what about you guys, huh? What curveball have you come to throw at me today?
Well,
So, yeah, about those robots.
Hold up. Is she a robot?
We picked her up on the beach near the Flower Feather clan, along with this cryptix. Seems like a message intended for the traveler.
A cryptex? Huh. Still in one piece. I'm surprised you didn't try to blast it open. Let's see here. A Fontanian cipher disk, metal case from Liyue. Looks like this was cobbled together from spare parts, although the inner workings are pretty intricately designed. It's a good thing you didn't try and brute force it.
Can you crack it? Obsidian Aurora asks, are those ears and tail real? Most likely, actually.
Could be a tricky one. Since he uses a combination of several different technologies, I could find out more by disassembling it, but that could potentially damage the contents, and I'm assuming it's not worth the risk, right? Must be a pretty important message if this is how they chose to transport it.
The only other option is to get our messenger to tell us the code. Is that doable? Can you wake her up?
No, I don't know. I've never seen this machine before.
Well, the device in her chest looks pretty similar to the core you'd find on a secret source automaton, but the other components, I've never seen anything like them in Natlan before. I'll see what I can do. Hang tight for a minute.
Up.
Hey, she woke up!
Hi.
All I did was stimulate the core. I did not expect that to work.
Hey there, you alright?
White. Flying object. Blonde. Traveler. Traveler. Paimon?
Yes.
Wow. You recognize us?
Also, notice how they called Paimon a flying object? I mean, I don't know if that actually means anything, but there's like a teeny tiny part of me that's like, does that mean something? Hold on for a sec. Yeah, the volume's all good. What the heck? Because, you know, with all of the theories of like what Paimon is absolutely floating around, low key, I like to lean into the theory that Paimon is the heavenly principles, but that's a theory for another day. But no, I mentioned this because the little device thingy that Ineffa has with her, shows Paimon like a balloon, which is most likely a reference to what Amelazine says during like the Fontaine days, where they mention that Paimon that Paimon is like a balloon with a string reaching like beyond the stars or something like that. And of course it's like, whoa, okay, then what is she really? And so I'm wondering, and so like there's like that my little theory brain. It's my theory brain running, where pretty much everybody who sees Paimon is like, oh, that's like a fairy, that's like a pixie, that's like, I don't know, something like that. And then Ineffa, who probably has some sort of intel on what Paimon is, if a little bit, is like, flying object. Paimon is a UFO. Anyway.
Task in progress. Deliver message to Traveler and White Flying Companion. Message location confirmed. Status delivered.
Okay.
You're pretty smart for a robot. Can you tell us the code for the message?
Code?
Oh, maybe not so smart after all. A code? You know, like a number that you put in
Bruh.
to unlock the message?
Uh-huh. Obsidian Aurora says, how human biology does not have whatever big cat she's based off of? What kind of shenanigans does this world run off of? Anime video game logic, that's what. And you also say, now I'm the one in the dark because you know more about the lore of this game, because I have not heard about this game in my life. Like, like you mean Genshin Impact in general, or just Paimon?
Memory. Missing.
Darn.
What? Memory missing?
Man, don't you hate that?
Yeah, there's always a snag. Is there anything else you do remember? Besides these two?
Your name, for instance?
Name. Memory missing.
Oh, not again. Why would her memories be missing? Can robots even get amnesia?
You said something about returning home earlier. Where's home for you?
Cora
Any
says hello,
memories
Pep.
about that?
Hi.
Return home. Task in progress.
Obsidian Aurora says Genshin Impact in general, because I've never heard about this game in my life. That kind of surprised me, honestly. Especially back, like, during the pandemic. Genshin was, like, I don't know, like the big hot game everyone was playing. I don't know.
Memory missing.
Well,
Oh, so that's it then. Her memories are gone for good?
Not necessarily. Judging by her reaction, it's possible that her memory integrity isn't compromised, just locked behind an isolation mechanism.
Yeah, but what does that mean for us, though? In words we can understand.
It means she hasn't lost her memories. They're in there somewhere, she just can't access them right now. Like, when you know something, but the harder you try to remember it, the more it gives you a headache. Is that what's going on?
Finding near synonyms for headache. Cognition module. Pain. Correct.
Robots can feel pain too?
well, it's a simulation of pain, I guess. Cora says, what is the happenings of this story quest? We're still pretty much in the beginning. Basically, we're chilling with Chaska. We meet Ineffa, I guess, even though we met him before, but whatever. We meet Ineffa, and then we're fighting some secret source mechanisms, and we come across this robot girl, and we're like, yo, what's this? And robot girl just so happened to be carrying, like a container with a keypad, not a keypad, a lock. And that is supposed to be a message for us, and, like, Robot Girl seems to be the only person who can open it, but right now she has no memories, so yeah.
Well, pain can be a useful parameter. Experiencing pain is how baby humans and saurians learn what to do and what not to do. In a similar vein, I've heard that a lot of highly autonomous machines are designed with negative feedback mechanisms for behavioral regulation.
So, like, okay.
Whoa, slow down. Could you simplify that for Paimon?
Robot have simulation of pain. It's not actual pain, probably, but it simulates it.
Oh, okay. Well, if I call it a curse, is that easier to understand? Imagine if you're a big shot shaman from the Masters of the Nightwind and you send your disciple on an errand to the Flowerfeather clan. To stop him from treating it like a vacation, you might put a curse on him that causes a physical and mental breakdown if he strays from the right path.
Okay.
That way, you can be sure he'll stick to the straight and narrow and won't go frolicking off.
Jeez. Sounds like the horror story version of Granny Eatsley that parents tell their kids about.
Sitlali would never take on a disciple, though.
The point is, manufacturers often hardwire restrictions like this into autonomous machines to make sure they operate as intended.
You know, to make sure that they don't go rogue for the eventual AI apocalypse.
Yeah, but why would you curse a machine to lose their memories? What purpose could that possibly serve? In her case, all it's done is make it harder for her to complete her tasks.
Task. Failed. Sincere apologies.
Well, without knowing the exact details of the curse, it's anyone's guess. It seems you responded to the phrase "return home." How about we keep talking and see if any other keywords trigger something for you?
Sure.
Are you all right? It looked like you were in pain before.
I'm alright. I have assessed the pain level as tolerable. I must complete my task.
Hey, Traveler, have you ever seen a humanoid machine like this?
Nope.
Anywhere else you've been?
They have humanoids mechas in Fontaine, but, like, they're different.
Ah, of course. Yeah, some of her joints and a few components look pretty Fontainian to me.
Fontaine. They make good pastries there.
Oh, no, I think macaroons are just alright.
Hey! That triggered something!
Sounded more like a Paimon reaction than a robot reaction.
Hey! Never mind that. So, is Fontaine your home?
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, that's one promising lead nipped in the bud.
The way you're dressed makes me think of Mondstadt.
You mean her hairpiece? Oh, yeah, I think I know what you mean. What do they call them in Mondstadt again?
Mondstadt. The maids there are very hardworking.
That's it! A maid! Although, as far as Paimon's aware, the maids in Mondstadt are all fully human.
A maid. Okay, that would explain a lot of the internal design choices. So, you're from Mondstadt then?
No.
No.
How come she responds so much faster when the answer is no?
Because I'm assuming it's what Jilinan just said, where, like, when the answer is correct, she kind of, like, there's like a little thing in the system. So it's like, I don't know, her, like, she's supposed to say, like, yes, this is my home, but there's, like, that one little thing. Chorus says, Maid? Like my goat Noelle? Yes, exactly like the goat Noelle. Obsidian Aurora says, well, there are some benefits in deleting robot memories. It means they won't question what you're telling them to do if it differs from the original purpose. Yeah.
Natlanese core, Fontainian joints, Mondstadt hairpiece. Maybe no single nation is her home.
Well, now is the question, where was she built?
She's just like the Cryptex in that sense. A mishmash of parts from all over the world.
In that case, where exactly is home to you? Is it where you were built? Where you live most of the time? Or a place you can always come back to?
Is that going to be the main question of this quest? I'm feeling like this is the main theme.
Home is just home, isn't it?
Guess so.
Okay. Feels like this is getting us nowhere. Any other ideas, Shilonen? How do we get her memories back?
Obsidian Aurora asks, so this robot is a mix and match of the different nations of this world? Yeah, pretty much. I don't think they've mentioned any Sumerian or Inazuman parts, but so far, yeah.
If her cognition is impaired, maybe her body is the place to look. I found a lot of interesting things when I was examining her just now. Do you remember this little robot? Apparently, you were together when they found you on the beach.
Cora says, home is where home is, story. Oh, home is where the heart is. Sorry, I couldn't read that right. Home is where the heart is. Yeah, probably. Little robot? That's bull. That is a massive robot. What do you mean little? It's huge. Look how big it is compared to her. It's massive.
Oh,
Nice. So you remember how to switch it on. Now, could you try doing something similar to your right arm?
is this a broom?
Vacuum?
Wait, she really is a robo-maid?
Wow, very good indeed. Now then, could I trouble you to tidy up my workshop?
Are you serious right now?
Yes, actually, I'm very serious. My workshop is really messy, and this is a robot. I mean, that's what she's made for.
Well, if she's a robo-maid,
Exactly.
maybe doing some household chores will jog her memory.
Exactly.
Yeah, just this area will do. Thanks. No need to tidy the whole workshop.
Yeah.
Hey, come on! The poor thing's only just woken up. Don't you think this is a bit much?
She doesn't get tired. It's a robot. They don't get tired. Unless that for some reason is in their system as well.
Understood. Commencing task. Sorting large objects.
She's really doing it. Well, guess this counts as progress. Let's see if it leads anywhere.
What's this? Sinjada's phlogiston forge notes. Is this important? Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. I'm definitely reading this then. It's a bit long though, but oh my gosh. Okay. What's in here? Place neatly. Anything else? No. Oh, just plop them in here. Where do I put these here?
Cleaning floor.
Yep, that is exactly what we're doing. What do I like clean this place with the E? Is that it? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Or Oh, no. Raise the E? That does something? I don't think it does.
Defensive mode engaged.
Clean the dirty marks. Okay, but like how? How do I do that? How do I clean these? I don't get it. How am I supposed to clean this? Is there anything else here? Oh my god! Genshin, I understand that you don't want to handhold your players, but I think sometimes... I don't even think this would be hand-holding. I think this is just, progressing through the... Oh. Oh. Oh, so actually... Oh. Oh, this cleans things automatically. Okay. Oh, okay. Never mind then. Forgot what I said.
Sorting small objects.
Blue book?
Outlander Brigade. When the wind of death blew towards the blonde samurai. Clear and concise descriptions of physical motions, but no plot.
Damn.
Category: martial arts instruction.
Wait, isn't that a light novel that Seat Lolly left here by mistake?
Red
The
book?
good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat sunsettias to become stronger.
Uh-huh.
Discusses energy acquisition from the Sunsetia fruit. Category: Nutritional Science.
Incredible. Green book.
Introduction of Ancient Machines. Grammatically elegant and rhetorically sophisticated, author displays a high level of linguistic mastery. Category: Classical Literature.
What in the world? That isn't classical literature.
I was literally just thinking that. Like, that's not necessarily what classic literature is, but I mean, sure, yeah. Okay.
She's finally done. Huh? Is that a woven scroll down there? Oh, looks a little dirty.
Hello?
Could you clean it up?
Obsidian Aurora says, Chorus first says, well, technically a robot's way of getting tired would be their battery getting low. Yeah, that is true. Obsidian Aurora says, what kind of cleaner robot requires a chainsaw spear thing as a weapon? One made by a child. Chorus then says, an awesome cleaner robot. And Obsidian Aurora says, I'm pretty sure they have raised quite a few eyebrows and concerns if cleaner robots suddenly had chainsaws attached to them. Not unless a child built it. You know, she wants to have fun with it. I don't know.
Understood. Cleaning
It's
woven
silly.
scroll.
Oh, can you even do that without damaging it?
Wow. It's like it's brand new. Hey, this looks like someone from the Children of Echoes. Shilonen, is this a relative of yours?
I've seen this image. I've seen this image floating around. So, okay. I know who these are. I know like a little bit about this quest because my brother has mentioned it to me. I'm just wondering who is who.
Oh, a relative? No. That's Ishkik, ancient name Baraka, founder of the Children of Echoes and one of the 6 heroes.
Hell yeah, it was part of Jabalanke's crew.
Wait, Baraka? Isn't that your ancient name too?
You know.
Yep, she was the first recorded bearer of that name. She and her friends went on a mission to defeat the Pyro Dragon.
Indeed.
She dismantled many ancient machines built by Dragonkind, hoping to put them to use for the good of humanity.
Yep.
But most of her research was lost to history. It's a real shame. I'm sure we'd all have much easier lives if we had access to all that tech.
I don't know, man. You guys have access to quite a bit of tech anyway, so how much would it have really affected?
What happened? Useful stuff like that normally doesn't just get forgotten.
Ochkon happened.
Yeah.
An old friend of the 6 who ended up ruling Natlan shortly after the war and went full tyrant. He despised everything to do with Dragonkind and persecuted everyone who showed any kind of sympathies toward their civilization.
He had some issues. Just a couple of issues.
He even turned on Ishkik, one of his closest allies. Ultimately, she took her own life.
Oh, okay.
Bringing a once amicable friendship to a tragic end.
Damn, alright then. Yeah. Did not know that.
Ishkik burned her workshop to the ground to make sure Ochkon couldn't get her hands on it. That's the reason most of her research is lost to history.
Most. So some of it survived?
That's right. One of her friends managed to preserve a small amount of her work. The other person you see on that woven scroll, the same person I inherited the ancient name Vuka from. It was said that she was raised by a dragon mother.
Yep.
Then went on to found the Flower Feather clan. The uncrowned queen who brought freedom to the weak.
Yep.
And to the persecuted Saurians.
And her name is Lianka. So which one's which?
Lianka.
Ah, okay, it's the red-haired one. Red hair.
Malfunction.
Oh. Hello? Creepy, okay.
This is not the way.
Oh.
This is not where you belong.
Okay.
Malfunction who betrayed us all.
Alright.
You dare seek a place to belong?
Eh.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Stay back!
Watch out! Yo, girl, you good?
If she's a robo-maid, why is she suddenly acting like a lethal weapon? Ah!
The scroll has been burned.
Sound? A lightning strike? It's gotta be a lightning strike. Why couldn't it hit Kniech on the head?
Hey
If
guys.
there was a lightning storm, I'd have thrown you into the sky by now.
Kniech?
Aoife mentioned that you'd brought a humanoid machine to the Children of Echoes. I'm working a job at the moment, and the description was a good match for my target.
Oh boy, I got a bit. So Obsidian Aura says Pyro Dragon. Now that reminds me of when the knight/demon god transformed into the armored dragon to fight against the god of the world. And Chorus says, dang, judging her for wanting a life? Rude. Yeah, that's no good.
Humanoid machine. Looks like a maid. Highly destructive. Yeah, this is my target, all right.
Wait! Kniech! Just hold off for a second!
A group of merchants tasked me with locating their missing travel companion.
Okay.
They should be here soon. Want to come and meet them?
Huh?
Okay. What is going on?
What did you think I was about to do? Not every job I take on is a hunt, you know.
I mean, yeah.
Alright. I'm sorry.
The scroll
Let's
was...
go meet these merchants then.
Ah, great. Now the scroll's not here anymore. I wanted to look at it again.
Would it gliding be faster?
How dare they? How dare they? Okay, but can I read the... Okay. How much do I want to read out of this? Or maybe I could like lock in, like speed this. Okay. Sunjata, 72nd chief of successor. I will weave the ancient texts. Okay. Another possibility for phlogiston forming techniques. Okay. We got this, guys. Okay. According to the scroll left behind by our great-grandmother Sakuk, the techniques of phlogiston forging originated from the ancient dragons. In their era, there existed a more marvelous forging method beyond present imagination, one that directly forged phlogiston into different materials. Such mystery was witnessed by Sakuk and the founding pioneer Ichke? Is that how you say it? I'm gonna go with Ichke for now. Such mastery was witnessed by Sakuk and the founding pioneer Ichke? I don't know. Earning her the title as Hero of the Forged Flame by truly understanding how to smelt phlogiston itself. She was no dragon, but having had no parents to grant her a name, she named herself in draconic tongue and style. So in theory, mastery of this advanced phlogiston forge art was within human reach. Regrettably, Ichke's manuscripts number few and far between. She set fire to her own workshop, including her writings about forging, and took her own life while forcing her brother to do the same. What? To avoid his leaving a tarnished legacy like that of Ochkan. In a sense, it was she who slew her own kin. First chief. I cannot pass judgment on that choice, as each era has its morals. Yet the loss of such craftsmanship is regrettable and haunts future smiths still. The 13th chief, Hunto, may fire bless his name. That's adorable, actually. That's a cute saying. May fire bless his name, spent his entire lifetime trying to grasp the art of phlogiston forging, but found no success. I tried it in my youth and failed as well. To you, smiths of the future ages, you may try, but do not squander your years and strength. For weaving matter with phlogiston is like building an unshakable house from ground green fruit dust, all while tracking the placement of each speck. One misstep and the entire structure will collapse. Based on my experience with our current technological constraint, ordinary humans cannot attain this great endeavor. Therefore, I advise you to focus on using phlogiston as supplementary materials for tempering metals and jade rather than treating it as a foundational substrate of your forging. But this does not spell our defeat, nor our inability to surpass our ancestors and the ancient dragons. Reminder, phlogiston is but a tool, and as a craftsman, it is your hand that guides the tool, not the other way around. After all, only a craftsman, you, a human, can materialize ideas and concepts into reality. You, a human, not like the dragons have been doing that forever. In fact, many recorded ideas from Sakuk's time have been realized by now, even though no smith in these centuries has ever mastered the forging of phlogiston itself. Take, for instance, golden discs that preserve song and melody, platforms suspended briefly aloft by phlogiston, or vehicles that may carry us... This is a bit loud. Or vehicles that may carry us all over manner of terrain. Such marvels abound. Future generations and craftsmen, may they live in peaceful times, might build upon these techniques to achieve wonders beyond our era's imagination. This is the legacy of that one. A blessing born of mortal hands, not boon of gods or masters. I was gonna say monsters. Okay. Where are we going now? We're going over here. Whoops. Okay, let me think about that. Let me think about all of this. Okay, so... Ichike? Yeah, that's how you say her name, right? I'm gonna assume that. Ichike, which both Ichike and Lianka were both part of Xbalanque's crew, like back in, like, Natlan lore. Lianka was raised by dragons. I knew that much. She was raised by dragons. Ichike having an interest in dragon technology is actually really interesting, because the very little we know about her lore, at least like before this quest, the very little we knew about her lore was that her and her brother lost their parents.
Come on, traveler.
Like,
let's go.
Her and her brother lost their parents, like, with the War of the Dragons. And so because of that, the two of them gained, like a pretty strong hatred for dragons during, like, their time with Xbalanque. And, like, after a while, Ichike started to gain sympathy for the dragons, while her brother was still kind of, like, iffy about them. And, like, from what I remember, like, their story basically ends with Ichike trying to rebel against Ochkan, because Ochkan became a tyrant. And her brother, like...
So long as the audience thinks that...
Sure. And her brother, like, kind of still being on the fence, being like, I'm loyal to Ochkan, but I don't want to hurt my sister. And it kind of culminates in the two fighting each other. And I don't remember which one dies. I don't remember if it was her or her brother. Well, I guess that doesn't matter anymore. I guess both of them died in a very specific way. So, yeah. But yeah, a little bit about the lore that I knew before. Yep. If anything, I assume she'd be someone who, like, wouldn't want to, like, have anything to do with dragons because of... Although that would make sense, though. That would make sense. You know, use the dragon tech against them, I guess. I do like the idea, though, that, like, Lianka is, like, part of the mural the tapestry as well. 'Cause... At least in my mind, Lianka and Ichike were kind of like opposites of each other, if that makes any sense. Like, one of them, at least in the beginning, hated dragons. The other is literally raised by dragons. That's how I always envisioned them. Okay. And any mention of Ochkan is a win for me. Hello, guys. Oh. You're dressed differently. Not Natlan people.
Yay, Ineffa!
Hello?
Ineffa?
Ineffa! They found you at last! Thank goodness you're okay.
Hello?
My apologies. Who are you?
Oh no, your memory's gone again? Even your name this time?
Who's this guy? This guy right here. With a brand new NPC eye design. Or is it brand new? It looks new. New hair, definitely.
Again?
Liyue, Fontaine, Sumeru. This is quite a diverse crew.
Where are y'all from? Well, I mean, no duh, I know where y'all from. Who are y'all?
So, are you her manufacturers? Or, family?
No way. None of us have that kind of skill. She's Aino's handiwork.
Who the fuck is Aino?
Aino?
You say that as if I know who she is.
From now on, your name's Ineffa. Promise me. Remember, you have to come home.
Malfunction.
Okay, definitely a trigger.
Ineffa, are you okay?
Looks like she's getting worse. Is this all our fault?
Can you guys tell us what all this is about? Where are you from? And what's wrong with with Ineffa?
So sorry. I should have introduced myself. My name's Joachine, and I'm a merchant. This is my wife and daughter, and the rest are friends of the family. We're all from Nodcry.
Alright. Makes sense.
Not cry?
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been my first guess. How'd you all meet exactly?
That's the thing about Nodcry. It kind of brings together the drifters from all over the world.
Yeah, we're all merchants who ended up finding our feet in Nasha Town. Nodcry. It was going okay until all the trouble started.
This is gonna sound so, like, I don't know if this is, like, a hot take or not, but, like, I'm really into this NPC design. I think this is one of, like, the better Sumerian NPC designs. Especially because, like, you know, you look at him and you're immediately like, that's Sumeru. But it's not just that. It's like, I don't know. He feels more Sumerian than the average Sumeru NPC. Does that make any sense? I don't know if that makes any sense. But, like, he feels more Sumerian than a normal Sumerian NPC.
Trouble?
The Fatui. They came down from the north. They made some big moves in Nodcry lately. It's caused quite a bit of friction with the local religious groups.
The, Frost Moon Scions.
That's one way to put it. You know what I heard? They pulled the whole moon down.
That's dramatic.
That, plus the incident with the moon statues?
Huh?
Surely the Frost Moon Scions aren't going to take all this lying down.
Look guys, this is some incredible info. This is super fascinating. But y'all talking about this shit as if I know anything about what you're saying. I didn't even know Nodcry existed until literally a couple months ago. So, like, what is this?
Anyway, there us regular folks were just trying to make a steady living while getting increasingly worried that it's gonna turn ugly. In the end, we figured heading back to our respective homes is probably the best thing for now. So we decided to make the journey together.
Cute.
And me?
Your case is, a little different. But you did come here on the same boat as us.
Okay, but, like, what happened? You gotta explain things better, my dude.
And it was smooth sailing. Until we got attacked by those weird machines as we were coming into shore.
Weird machines? Secret Source automatons by any chance? Ineffa saved us all. She jumped off the ship and told us to leave without her.
Really? I did that?
As soon as we'd found another place to dock, we looked around for someone to help us. We'd have paid anything to get her back.
Hence why our price negotiation went so smoothly. However, the Traveler and party were the ones who actually saved Ineffa. And Shalonen is the one who woke her up. I'll have to include their costs in the final bill.
Obsidian Aurora says, now I'm just processing the information they just give us. Yeah, they're giving us a lot. They're dropping us a lot. Obsidian Aurora also says, how did they take the moon out of the sky? I don't know.
Oh, please. I barely did anything. All credit to Ineffa. She only woke up because of her build quality, so I guess I should say all credit to this Aino, then? Her core is remarkably resilient. It's a rare find, even among Natlan's source mechanisms. Was Aino the one who modified it?
Oh! If so, then we just need to get Aino to come here and fix her. Then she'll get all her memories back.
I'm afraid that's not gonna work. The core is most likely just something Aino picked up on one of her scavenger hunts. I doubt she did much beyond salvaging it. And as for the memory thing, Ineffa's whole reason for joining us on our journey was to come to Natlan and look for her missing memories.
Huh?
Please, explain in more detail.
Yes, please.
All right. Although I've lost count of how many times we've been through this. And I'm only telling you what you originally told me.
Okay.
Although Aino built you, she never could figure out where your core came from or how it works. The only thing she was fairly sure of was that it's not from Nodcry. Things were fine at the start. You'd occasionally forget to pay for your groceries or add salt to a dish you were cooking. But that was as bad as it got. Until one day, you were sweeping the floor, and suddenly you forgot your own strength. Nearly took the entire wall down.
Sounds similar to what happened just now.
The worst part of that was, Ineffa had completely forgotten that Aino was on the other side of that wall.
Huh?
Aino was fine, of course, didn't bat an eyelid. But since then, Ineffa has been searching for a way to try and repair herself.
That's a very responsible attitude for a robot.
Anyway, a bunch of mechanical parts from Natlan showed up in Nodcry recently, and you noticed they bore some similarities to your core. Then you learned that a group of us were planning to return home, stopping off in Natlan on the way, so you tracked us down and joined the crew. Well, does any of that jog your memory?
Nope, I still have no idea what you're saying.
No.
Literally.
Didn't think so.
Darn.
Has her memory loss always been this serious?
He's only really telling it for us.
No. When we first set off, she'd have the occasional memory lapse, but it only lasted a moment. Didn't really affect anything. I seriously doubt Aino would have let her come on this trip if it had been that bad. But then, the closer we got to Natlan, the worse her symptoms got.
She was already in a pretty bad state by the time she went to fend off those machine things. And now, I wonder if that battle just made things worse.
Poor Ineffa.
My friends, I know we've only just arrived in Natlan, but from what I've heard, you're some of this nation's top talents.
Hell yeah.
Is there anything you can do to cure her? Anything at all?
Hey, yo, you know, it just so happens that we were just looking at some secret source automaton type stuff. Maybe we could do something, I don't know. ...
Perhaps coming to Natlan was a bad idea after all.
Well, it's too early to say. And don't forget that before I was interrupted by you guys, I'd just started my deep dive into researching the secret source automatons.
Exactly.
My job isn't done yet either. You wanted your travel companion back, safe and sound. I still have work to do.
So, why don't you all stick around here in Natlan a little longer? Your ship got attacked, and since then, you've been scrambling to try and find your missing crew member. Sounds like you need some time to catch your breath.
Yeah, I was just thinking, we could do with a breather. But where would we stay?
How about the Flower Feather Clan? In my tribe, weary travelers are always welcome.
Flower Feather Clan.
In the meantime, we'll try to find whatever information we can about Ineffa. After all, she has a message for our Tumaini. So this is as much our business as it is yours.
That is true.
Oh yeah! Paimon had practically forgotten all about that. You guys don't happen to know the code, do you?
Huh?
Oh, the code for the cryptex. Sorry, Ineffa wouldn't tell us anything about that.
You gotta wonder what sort of a person sends a robot with amnesia to deliver their messages.
Rip.
To be fair, they couldn't have known things would get this bad.
Also, Ineffa told me she had a backup plan to make sure she wouldn't forget the code.
A backup plan? Great! So what is it?
Let me guess, Ineffa also forgot the backup plan.
Backup plan. Memory missing.
Exactly.
Huh. Well, as long as we get her memories back, that'll solve everything, right?
Probably.
Oh, yeah, okay, because it's that simple. Wait, you do realize I can't promise anything, don't you?
I do. I also know that every time you say that, you end up getting the job done.
I'm gonna get in touch with some other people who might be able to help us. Tumaini, Paimon. See you around.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Kanich! Oh, and bye, How. Actually, that's weird. Why is a How so quiet today?
That is a very good point. I didn't even think about that. I just thought the devs didn't want to annoy the audience.
You're being very strange today.
Am I? Tell me one strange thing I've said!
That's the strange part. You haven't protested to anything I've done today. Not the original price for the job, not the revised timeline, none of it.
That's because I fainted from your stupidity! You stupefied me into a stupor! Got it!
Chorus says, maybe he was bored. Or maybe he was. Obsidian Aurora didn't read this, says, I'm pretty sure the consequences of removing the moon would be felt planet-wide. This is where I dump a little bit of some Genshin lore on ya. Not if the moon is fake! Probably. Maybe. Perhaps.
Is something wrong with my memory? Or is that really who I think it is?
Okay.
Who cares? She isn't my problem.
A few days later.
The last few days really flew by. Do you think Ineffa and the merchants are enjoying their stay at the Flower Feather Clan?
Whoops. Whoopsie. Oh. I mean, something appeared earlier. Something appeared earlier. What? What? The heck is this? Tribal Chronicles? What? Hello? What? You're telling me I have to do stuff first? Are you serious? No way. What? Let's get this. Obsidian Aurora is like, how do you fake the moon? Okay, it's a probable. The moon is probably fake, but it also might probably be real too. It's hard to say. Or, I guess more accurately, the moon that you see in the sky is probably fake, and the real moon is, behind it. There's some very complicated Genshin lore stuff. Oh, wait, actually, no. Do I have to do this Tribal Chronicle, then? Ugh, okay, fine. Fine! Fine. Didn't want to do that, but alright. Cora says, not prerequisites. Literally. This is supposed to be an Archon quest. Come on, guys. This is supposed to be, like, a little separate from, like, the other things. No, see, if it's a story quest that is, like, integral to the overall stuff, that would make sense.
Seems like it's coming from that bridge.
Whatever. You good there?
Oh no! Why is she crying? Should we go check on her? You know, just in case she's thinking of doing something stupid.
You sound different.
I'd leave her be. The warriors of the Flower Feather Clan are a proud bunch who never show their vulnerability in public, even if they've gone wingless.
Oh, Chaska?
Good to see you again, Traveler and Paimon. Before we carry on, let's get a little further away before Koyer notices us.
So, that girl on the bridge, Koyer, you said? Should she really be on her own right now? With the mental state she's in, it just seems risky.
Don't worry. That's exactly why I'm here. Elder Alpa sent me to keep an eye on her. If she does attempt the unthinkable, I'll swoop in and catch her.
Alright, why does this feel like a relatively common occurrence?
I doubt it'll come to that, though.
Okay.
She's a fighter. A warrior, in fact. One who aimed for the sky. However despondent she might feel now, I'm confident she'll get through it.
What do you mean, aimed for the sky?
Well, in the Flower Feather Clan, there's an elite flying squad made up of Kukasaur riders, but it's an extremely selective squad. To become a rider, you need to undergo a trial where you not only demonstrate mastery of the relevant skills, but also win the approval of the Kukasaurs. Very few candidates make it through the process. Koyer has spent years training for her most recent attempt, but unfortunately she didn't pass. So it's not hard to see why she's so upset.
And when you mentioned going wingless, does that mean...
Sometimes, after multiple failed attempts to pass the flying tests and win the Kukasaur's approval, people get so disheartened that they give up on their dream to soar the skies. They resolve to quit trying for good. We call those people the wingless.
Do they get expelled from the tribe?
What? No, of course not. They're still prized warriors. We have a saying, Just as the Kukasaur treasures every feather on its body, so the tribe treasures each one of its children. This hits even harder in the wake of the war. All of our young warriors carry the future of our tribe on their shoulders. Besides, every Kukasaur falls from its nest before it learns to fly. It's practically a rite of passage. Likewise for the wingless, we always hold out hope that one day, when they're ready, they'll rekindle their dreams and keep trying.
Okay. Cora says, "Ah, yes, never show emotions in public. Truly the mentally healthy clan of all time. Indeed."
Until then, all we can do is quietly watch over them from a distance. Just like I'm doing now.
Ah, okay. Paimon hopes she'll get back on her feet soon.
Well, from the sound of her whistling, her confidence has been seriously shaken. No Kukasaur is going to respond to a call that sounds like that.
A whistling?
Yeah. People from my tribe call to their Saurian companions by whistling or blowing a horn. So it sounds like Koyer was trying to summon a Kukasaur to practice her flying. But the Kukasaurs are an even prouder bunch than our warriors. They would never respond to a lackluster whistle like that.
Dang.
First she failed the trial, and now she's struggling to even summon a Kukasaur. That's only gonna hurt her confidence further. And getting trapped in that vicious circle is the kind of thing that'll make people go wingless.
Okay. Obsidian Aurora says, "So this quest tackles depression." It's kind of the vibe I'm gathering.
Surely there must be something we can do to help.
Especially since the elder told Chaska, "Hey, watch over this girl and make sure she doesn't do, that thing."
That's very kind of you. Koyer's flying skills are up to par, but mentally she's stuck in a rut. If she wants to return to the sky, she has to overcome that for herself. I'm going to lay low nearby, just in case she takes a turn for the worse. Let me give you a tour around the tribe once this is all over.
Bird.
Koyer still isn't giving up. Even though Chaska said that she has to do this by herself, Paimon can't help feeling like maybe we can nudge her in the right direction. What if we could get a Kukasaur to fly up to her? That might give her the confidence boost she needs.
Actually, that sounds like a plan. The wingless one of Tlalocan. Indwell a Kukasaurus. Obsidian Aurora says, "Why do I get the feeling that this has happened multiple times, different people, and the thing that they are trying to avoid happened?" I mean, typically when there are rules like this, well, not rules, typically when there are expectations, that typically means that something of this event has occurred. Well, that got dark. That got incredibly dark. Alright, Genshin, alright. I see ya. Oh, okay.
It's a Kukasaur. Oh my gosh. Is this really happening? I did it! I summoned one!
Oh, okay. Is something going to happen that's going to make us go back into just, like, being people? And she's going to realize that all of this was, like, a sham that we made?
I was beginning to think you'd all given up on me completely. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Looks like her mood's lifted. Now to wait until she's not looking and fly out of here.
Excuse me? Would you mind if we did some flying practice together?
Come on, Traveler. Like, you knew this was gonna happen. Like, Chaska literally said that the entire reason why she's trying to summon the bird is to ride it. Don't be surprised. You knew this.
I think I know where I went wrong in the test now. I need to maintain a higher speed on my turns. So, I just gotta practice my bell tail slides and split S maneuvers.
Yikes, those sound complicated. I'm out of my depth. This is too dangerous.
Also, I really want to try some stall turns and cobra maneuvers.
Crikey. What is this? What are you, Australian? Crikey, I've never even carried a passenger, let alone while doing all of that. I need to get out of here.
Huh? That sounded like a whistle. Is someone else trying to summon a Kukasaur?
Now's my chance. Bye!
Hey! Wait! Wait!
With the whistle providing perfect cover, you make your escape.
Do you think Koyer's feeling better now? Let's go back to that bridge and check.
Or maybe she feels worse because she thinks that the Kukusaur abandoned her. I don't know. Maybe this plan wasn't such a good idea as we thought. The Travelers in their Aussie era, yes. Just you wait, then shortly after they're going to say, Criminy! I am not fighting a big bird. No! What did I do? What, I like looked at you wrong? Sorry. Hey! How you guys doing?
Chaska! I summoned a Kukasaur! They do still respond to me after all! Although, unfortunately, someone else summoned it away again before I had a chance to go for a flight.
Oh, really? That is unfortunate. But if you can do it once, you can do it again. Keep at it, and you'll pass the trial eventually.
You're right. You know, I almost thought about giving up, but I'm glad I didn't.
Hey, Chaska, how's Koyer doing?
Huh? Who are you? And how do you know my name?
You know, we're friends with Chaska, and Chaska knows you. She's mentioned you a couple times.
These are my, friends. The Traveler and Paimon.
Hesitated there, hesitated twice with Paimon.
You came up in conversation the other day because I was telling them about up-and-coming warriors in our tribe.
Oh, the Traveler, huh? So that's you. What do you mean up-and-coming? I'm closer to being wingless than I am to passing the trial. Anyway, we haven't met before, have we? You look so familiar somehow.
I'm your savior. I saved your entire nation, fought Gasoithoth, fought a little, noodle dude, became friends with Movika's boyfriend. I mean, one of the heroes of Natlan. Yeah.
Maybe you saw her in the stadium? Or anywhere, really. She's been all over Natlan lately, so it's not surprising that you've seen her around.
If you say so.
Yeah, that must be it.
Koyer, Chaska.
Hello.
Here you are. I've been looking everywhere for you two.
Oh, Elder Alpa! What's the matter?
I thought I should tell you myself.
You have an animo vision.
We're going to redo the flying trials.
Look at that. It's always cool seeing NPCs with visions. I don't know, it just makes the world feel a lot more real, you know what I mean?
Redo them? How come? This is so unexpected. And I can't believe you came out here just to tell us that in person.
You know, it kind of reminds you that, like, hey, yo, visions are, well, not a common thing, but they're common enough that they're not strange.
It's embarrassing to admit, but due to time constraints, we didn't do a proper inspection of the arena before the last round of trials began. Then we started to notice many candidates performing worse than expected.
So, did you lose a friend? Did you lose a friend? Did you lose a lover? Are you a poor wandering soul that Barbados thought that he should keep an eye on you for? What's his name? Dahlia, which is one of the Mondstadt characters. So he's like personal friends with Venti, right? And he has a voice line about his vision, and and Dahlia has a hydro vision, right? And he says something like, I thought I would get an animo vision, but like I got a hydro instead. And then he says, I guess Barbados doesn't see me as some lost wandering soul that he should always keep an eye on. Which basically says, and because he's like personal friends with Venti, it's kind of like, oh, what does that mean there? It's like every person with an animo vision just like sad and depressed. Yes, they are. Obsidian Aurora says, "Okay, I'm missing context of those events. What happened? Vision. What's a vision? Vision is basically a how do I put this? It's a thing that characters receive from the gods. It's an item that it's an item people in this world receive from the gods when they are like looked upon in their favor, or I guess in Venti's case when he feels bad for them, I guess." And that gives them, canonically in the lore, it gives them the ability to wield its respective element, because, like, you know, it's split into multiple elements. Although the deeper you look into the lore, the visions do start becoming just like a little bit sus, a wee bit sus. It's like, at least like that we know of, visions are kind of low-key. At least this is a theory, nothing is confirmed. But they're kind of, the main theory is that visions are less so a gift from the gods and more so like a surveillance thing. But the thing is, we don't know. Nothing's been confirmed yet. But at least like to the people of the Genshin Impact world, it is mostly a positive thing because they get like powers from it. Chorus says, he's already keeping an eye on him since they're buddies and all. That is true. That is indeed true. Or Dahlia is just not a lost wandering soul.
So we redid the inspection afterwards and found a number of issues which likely impacted candidate performance. This was entirely our mistake, and I apologize unreservedly. I know it doesn't make up for it, but I thought bringing you this message in person was the least I could do.
This little item right here. This little item right here, that's a vision. And basically all of the playable, well, not all, but most of the playable characters have visions. So Chaska, it's like on the front of like her side.
Oh, okay.
Chaska, these
Right there.
people you're with.
Right here.
Are they the Traveler and Paimon?
Huh? You've heard of us?
I have indeed. Gathering intel is an essential part of being a warrior. Plus, you've already made quite a name for yourself in Natlan. Actually, I've been meaning to invite you to enjoy our tribe's hospitality for some time.
What's with the voice acting here? It feels a little off, just a little bit off, the voice acting.
Hospitality? That includes food, right?
I'll take it.
Of course it does. If you let us host you, you'll be treated quite lavishly. Mighty warriors are highly revered in our tribe.
Am I crazy? Hold on a second. This feels intentional. This is feeling intentional to me. Like, no, like, listen to this.
Of course it does. If you let us host you, you'll be treated quite lavishly.
Like people don't speak like that. I'm going to tell myself that this is an intentional thing. If not, then I don't know. The acting's a little weird.
Besides, we still owe you for your help during the war. Without you, we would have suffered far worse at the hands of the Abyss. So I like the chance to show you our gratitude
I don't trust this
on
person.
behalf of the whole tribe.
I don't trust this person. I don't know. It's giving me some vibes. It's giving me some vibes that I'm not vibing with. Obsidian Aurora says, so it's a divine blessing, but mainly used to control the populace. This sounds very familiar. Cough, cough. Current events. I mean, that we know of. Like I said, nothing is like for sure confirmed though.
Mighty warriors, plural? So Paimon counts too? Paimon's starting to like you a lot.
She's speaking suspiciously. Cora says, you're not wrong. The way she's pronouncing the T's is very prominent.
That should go without saying. Your flying skills are the envy of our tribe.
That's a good point.
The Flower Feather clan seems like a really nice bunch of people. We definitely need to take her up on this offer.
Paimon, I don't know. This is feeling a little sus. I don't know about you. Last time was just a flying visit. We never got to check the place out properly.
Well, I'd love to stay, but I'm afraid I still have to inform the other candidates about the retrials. With our younger generation's future on the line, there's no time to lose.
Wait, Elder Alpa! Let me help! The sooner everyone gets the news, the better!
Very well. In that case, Chaska, could I leave you to entertain our guests?
Sure thing.
Okay. Let's meet by the Obsidian Totem Pole later. Collier, let's get going.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right, they're out of earshot. I'm just gonna come out and ask.
Did you guys turn into a Kukusaur to make her feel better?
That Kukusaur who responded to Koyer's call. That was your doing, wasn't it? I grew up with these creatures. I could tell something was off the second I saw it. Her whole demeanor seemed less like a Kukusaur and more like, well, you. So I figure you must have been pulling the strings somehow.
I can't believe you saw through it.
She looked very flustered when Koyer asked for a ride. So I whistled to give her a chance to escape. And judging by the look on your face, that was a welcome intervention, huh? It's all right. If you'd rather your hidden talents remain hidden, I respect that. I won't press you for answers, and I'll keep my speculations to myself. You're the kind of person I'd still trust even if you had superpowers. I know you'd use them for good.
I mean, I'm the Traveler, you know? I became best friends with your Archon. I defeated the goddamn Abyss. This is nothing. Technically, I deceived Coiler. Does that count as for good?
I think the ends justify the means in this case. She just lacked confidence, and you helped her resolve her internal conflict. If you hadn't intervened, I likely would have gotten my mom to help out instead. Although, having said that, there's a small chance she might have recognized her and seen through the whole thing. That would have done more harm than good.
Well, luckily no harm was done in the end.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're free now, how about I give you that tour I promised?
Wait, we're going forward, right? Yes. Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna teleport here. Oh, okay. Child.
Yeah. Ready? I'm gonna get you! Uh-oh. Are they fighting? Should we try and break them up?
Nah, they're just playing. Are you sure? They look like they're beating each other up. Yeah, that's just how we play here.
They're fine. Just doing their daily combat training.
Combat training? A little young for that, aren't they?
Have you seen Kachina? Kachina fought in the freaking pilgrimage. Kachina went to war. Kachina died. They'll be fine.
Not to us. We're a tribe of warriors. In ancient times, we were the most elite troops in the nation, responsible for patrolling and defending all of Natlan. And even though times have changed, we've kept our martial spirit alive.
Hey, is that Chaska?
Chaska, you're back!
Oh, can you come train with us?
Now's not a good time, I'm afraid. I'm showing the Traveler and Paimon around. Maybe next time.
The Traveler and Paimon? Wait, you mean that legendary warrior and legendary flying expert?
Indeed.
Legendary? Yep, that's us, alright.
Yep, legendary right here.
Awesome. It's so cool that you can fly without having to ride a Kukusaur. Even Chaska could only do that for short distances. Miss Traveler, can you teach me some cool sword tricks?
Oh, Miss Traveler! My family's shop makes the best volcano cake! You gotta try it!
Let's behave ourselves, everyone. These people are here as our guests. They're going to Kotini.
Oh, whoops.
Instead of being jealous of other people's talents, why not work on developing your own? Kapak, there's no point in trying any cool sword tricks until you've mastered the basics. Have you done all your sword drills today? And Yatlan. Easy does it, okay? Not every conversation has to turn into you plugging the family business.
Damn. Called her out.
Okay.
Chaska's mini lecture calms the children down.
Sorry about those kids. They just got overexcited when they heard your name.
I mean,
Hope it didn't bother you too much.
Nah, dude, I'm used to it. You know, over there in Fontaine, 1,000 times worth. Paparazzi, camera flashes everywhere. This is nothing.
This is a volcano cake that Yatlan forced into my hands. She said to think of it as an apology gift.
Whoa, it smells amazing! Traveler, you want some?
Yeah, smells pretty good.
That's good. Yatlan will be thrilled.
By the way, Chaska, those kids really adore you. You're way better with them than Paimon expected. Paimon figured you'd be more... aloof, maybe?
Aloof, huh? Well, to be fair, there was a period when I was like that. Around the time when I first joined the tribe. But it's a terrible attitude to have as a peacemaker. It tends to turn situations that could have had a peaceful resolution into a stalemate that can only be resolved by force.
Resolved by force? Meaning beating both parties into submission?
Yep, exactly. As long as other options are available, I try to avoid that at all costs. Someone once told me that peace imposed by force will crumble in a matter of days. But peace achieved through genuine dialogue actually benefits both sides.
Facts, facts.
Even if sometimes the parties are only willing to negotiate because they're both armed to the teeth.
That's true. Hey, Chaska!
Uncle Cusco knows you're back, and he's coming to get you.
Cusco.
Oh, thanks. Traveler, Paimon, got a dash. I'll meet you at the totem pole up ahead. You can't miss it. It sticks out like a sore thumb.
Wait, are you running away?
No.
First rule of conflict resolution? Grab the fan and run before the you-know-what hits.
Trust Chaska to make even running away sound cool.
Sorry about this. Just stall him for me, okay? I'll explain everything later.
Okay. Where are we going? There are, like, barely any safety rails here. How often do children fall off? I have to know.
A golden-haired outlander and a white flying object. You must be the traveler in Paimon.
Why are you wearing fur in Natlan? It's like a bajillion degrees there.
I heard Chaska was with you, but I suppose she's run away again, has she?
Why are you wearing, like, 3 layers of clothing and one of them is leather? It's like a bajillion degrees out here.
Sorry, who are you?
Why are you wearing a hood? It's like a bajillion degrees down here.
Who am I? Only her father. She's supposed to go for a checkup every 3 months to see how her abyss condition is doing. We both agreed on it. But she's already missed 3 checkups this year. That's 3 out of 4.
Abyss condition?
Yes. She got exposed to abyssal energy as a young child. Then her birth parents abandoned her.
Dang.
It's lucky those wild cuckoosaurs found her when they did, or she wouldn't have made it. They took her under their wing and raised her as one of their own.
Okay. So you're her adopted dad.
Eventually, some riders out on patrol spotted her and brought her back to the tribe. But she was practically feral at that point. The moment you took your eyes off her, she'd be getting herself into a fight, or she'd run away to be with the Saurians. She seemed to prefer them to her own kind. She might as well have been a Saurian in human form.
Well, I mean, it makes sense.
That must be the aloof period she mentioned, right?
Sounds like there was more going on than just being aloof.
We later discovered that her exposure to the abyss had planted seeds of conflict in her heart. So, we started trying to bring it under control. But ultimately, she's the only one who can control it. Anyway, she's much more human these days.
Yeah, don't worry about her. She seems pretty stable to Paimon. She's probably only avoiding the checkups because she thinks it'll stop you guys from worrying about her.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. She knows she needs to be careful. If her condition ever took a turn for the worse, she wouldn't be brushing it aside like this.
Then what's there to worry about?
It's just, every checkup she's been to, they find new cuts and bruises. Nothing to do with the abyss, of course. Oh no, that's all fine. The problem with her is, she's her own worst enemy.
Okay.
She's been living dangerously again. I'm sure of it. That's why she's avoiding the checkups. She wants to hide it from us.
Yeah, Paimon can see her doing that.
Makes sense.
Oh. In the past, she always had Koichi to keep an eye on her.
Oh, yeah.
Now Koichi's gone, and I just... I don't want to lose another daughter.
Yep.
Chaska's been increasingly reckless since Koichi passed. It's like she's trying to make up for it somehow. Next time you see her, please tell her to be careful for me. Even if she doesn't want to hear it. If she doesn't want to do these checkups anymore, that's fine. I just want her to stop putting herself in harm's way.
Oh, she's listening. She's listening. You good there? Kuzco rambles on about Chaska and Koichi. You patiently listen until the bitter end.
Whoa, where did the time go? We should be back up with Chaska before it gets any later. To get to the totem pole, we need to head north, right?
Yo, bro, you good?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep you so long. I don't get to talk about my daughters much. Once I got going, I lost track of time. I should be getting back to work now. So, oh, Chaska. Help me talk some sense into her, won't you?
So why are you wearing a hood? Why are you wearing a jacket? It's like a bajillion degrees over here. Anyway. I love that his name is Kuzco. Because Chaska's name is Incan in origin. And if y'all didn't know, the Incan Empire was founded in the city of Cusco, which is a real-life city, which I think still exists today, actually. I think still stands today. And if you're wondering, yes, the city, yes, Cusco from the Emperor's New Groove is named after the city of Cusco. Which also kinda takes place in the Incan Empire. Well, I mean, it does, just, because the movie is, a silly, goofy comedy. Doesn't take it seriously. Hello!
Hey, Chaska! Hey, Alba!
Sorry to keep y'all waiting.
It's alright. I bet my dad talked your heads off, huh? What did he say?
That you used to run away from home nearly every other day, and that nearly half of your peers got beaten up by you as a kid?
I was sometimes a little impulsive back then.
Just sometimes, you know? Just a little bit. I was silly.
That's putting it mildly.
Chorus saying, Genshin doing research on names? Wild.
The memories. It feels like it was only yesterday when we brought you back and had Cusco and his family take you in. Back then, no one imagined this feral child would grow up to be the strongest warrior of the Flower Feather clan.
Huh? You were the one that brought Chaska back to the tribe?
That's right. Elder Alpa was already a veteran rider by then. She spotted me while patrolling from the skies and tracked down my Kukasaur mom. Mom agreed it was time I tried to re-enter human society. But I didn't know the first thing about being civilized. I clashed with everyone who had to deal with me.
And look at you now. Renowned throughout the land as a peacemaker. How time flies. When the day comes that I can't fly anymore, it will be up to you to look after our tribe and our flying squad.
Okay, so I'm thinking that the voice acting is just kind of weird. I'm starting to think that this is unintentional.
You know me, though. I'm not a natural commander. I'm better off as a lone wolf on the front line. So stick it out at least a few more years, okay? Give Koyer and the others time to come into their own.
Oh, stop.
Wait, so isn't the leader just the strongest warrior in the tribe? At least Paimon figured that's how your tribe would work.
No. Being a leader is being good at leading, Paimon. There's way more to leading than just fighting. Actually, not even half of it is fighting.
Strength is certainly a core tenet in the Flower Feather clan. But strength means far more than martial prowess alone.
If it all came down to individual strength, I'd struggle to call myself a warrior, let alone a member of the flying squad. Any fighter in the tribe could take me down.
Really? I had you down as an elite warrior like Chaska.
Well, sorry to disappoint you. It was something I aspired to at one point. So much so that I went adventuring in the Cinder City, Ochka Natlan, to try and prove myself. But it was foolish of me. I wasn't ready.
Yeah, it's full of nothing but depression and dust over there.
I came back empty-handed and seriously injured. The fact that I survived was something, I suppose. But after that, I never seriously considered myself a strong fighter.
And yet, you still managed to become the leader of the flying squad, thanks to your experience and determination. All while battling those old injuries. Don't you think that's a display of strength in its own right?
Individual. Yeah, this acting is weird. Just a little bit.
Let's shelve this discussion for now. Traveler, Paimon, there are some simple refreshments on the table. Please help yourselves.
Yes! Paimon was waiting for that part!
Didn't you just gorge yourself on a whole bunch of volcano cakes?
They were for the snack stomach. The refreshment stomach still has plenty of space.
Alright, I see.
Paimon is so full.
Well, if you're enjoying our hospitality, feel free to stay with us as long as you like.
Elder Alba? There's, something's come up.
What happened? Is it serious? Shall I deal with it?
It's... Some merchants showed up, not from our tribe. They said they're here to discuss some potential collaboration with us. Why now? This is terrible timing. There are a few wingless that we haven't managed to reach yet, and we still haven't inspected the retrial arena.
This is terrible timing. Wow, what a busy schedule. Guess that comes with being an elder, huh?
Let me handle the other errands while you meet with the merchants. You shouldn't be trying to do everything at your age.
Obsidian Aurora says, so can Paimon just eat anything? Basically, she eats a lot. That's kind of like her thing.
You should help too. Seems only fair after all that food we ate.
It'll help the digestion process.
Huh. Well, much obliged. Cheska, the remaining wingless are all people you know. Let's see. Pishika now manages the floating target balloons. Waska's probably still addicted to Eyes on the Feathered Prize, and Junon spends her days up on the flying platform, staring at the Cinder City. I'll leave you to tell them the news.
Yeah. Well, who's the first? You're blonde.
A retrial? What's the point? I pretty much treat life like it's a game. No Kukasaur's ever going to approve of that, no matter how many times I try.
Waskar, I can assure you, Kukasaurus wouldn't judge you for something like that.
Well, they must be judging me for something. Maybe I lack fighting spirit, or just don't have the talent. Not everyone's a natural like you. Don't waste your time on me. You'll have better luck with the ones who still have their heads in the clouds. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna treat myself to a few more games of Eyes on the Feathered Prize.
Is that like a gambling thing?
Yeesh, there's wingless, then there's being a total lost cause.
Come on, shut up.
He used to be a fierce warrior, actually. But fighting spirit alone won't win you the Kukasaurus approval.
Are all Kukasaurs so strict? The ones in floating target balloons and Eyes on the Feathered Prize seem pretty chilled out.
It's one thing to hang out and have fun, but quite another to take to the skies with a human life on your back. Giving a ride to someone who's unqualified endangers not only the rider, but also the Kukasaur themselves. If the rider makes a mistake, they both suffer the consequences. So we have a mutual understanding with the Kukasaurus. If someone isn't up to standard, we have to reject them. Even if it means breaking their hearts.
Oh, guess we couldn't help that guy. Someone else?
Stay safe.
Is it this one?
Are you sure you don't want to reconsider, Pashika?
I appreciate it, boss. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with my life nowadays.
Pashika, they're redoing the flying trials. Huh? Mutoda?
Ah, did Alpa send you? I was just telling Pashika the news, actually. The way things are with the tribe these days? I mean, you don't need me to tell you. This here is no future for a seasoned warrior like you.
I, like, blanked out. What are they talking about? Okay, we don't know.
Ah, come on, boss. Do you have any idea how long it's been? I've been wingless for years now. I'm not cut out for that anymore. Of course, I'll do my part if we ever need to defend the tribe. But there's really no point in me trying out for the flying squad now. I've already made my peace with it. Not everyone has what it takes to return to the sky after going wingless. Elder Alpa's perseverance is something else. And like, it's okay if I'm not destined for greatness. I might not have the Kukasaur's approval, but with my hot air balloons, I can still reach the skies. Handling these balloons every day, seeing how the customers react, the looks on their faces, that's enough for me.
Finding something you love doing
nice.
can be just as hard as passing the flying trial. It's worth holding on to.
Fair enough. It's your choice. I won't force you.
Oh, by the way, you should try taking a balloon ride if you've got the time.
Yeah,
Once you've been up there for yourself, you'll see why I love it so much.
Don't worry, dude. I've already been up there during the war where we saw many people die, but we have been there.
No problem. If you ever want to give it a try, you know where to find me.
I love this. Okay, so Obsidian Aurora says, where does the food go? She must have some very fast metabolism and probably the best digestive system on the planet, probably. But no, I love this one. So what age is this world in? I can't tell if this is medieval or futuristic. Both? Okay, I would say medieval. A lot of people say medieval because it's people's, like, default to, like, old-timey period. I definitely say at the earliest, like, Renaissance. The earliest Renaissance. Actually, this actually ties in even better because, little history fun fact for you guys. A lot of people think that the Aztec and Inca empires are like these ancient societies. They actually were not. By the time the Spanish came, I mean, not that they were new baby nations, but in terms of history, they were fairly new, actually. Oxford University in England is older than the Aztec Empire. Oxford University was founded in like 10 something, like in the 1000th range. Okay, basically what I'm trying to say is that I might be incorrect, take it with a grain of salt, but I'm pretty sure that the Aztec Empire was founded around the Renaissance period. Like around that time. Or maybe like a little bit before. But anyway, to get back to the question, it's a mixture of both. Genshin is very much, they want to have that like old-timey vibe, while at the same time being like high-tech and sci-fi. Generally, most of the time, I think they do a pretty good job of blending the two. Generally, think of it like Star Wars, like the original Star Wars movies, where everything has a very, not necessarily medieval per se, but everything has an archaic vibe. Like their clothing looks kind of like old-fashioned, and like, yeah, the clothing kind of looks like old-fashioned, and the Jedi are kind of sort of like knights, and yet, you know, they're like robots and like giant, like the Death Star and stuff like that. But the high tech is kind of treated as like a fantasy magic of sorts. Genshin is kind of sort of like that, where its futuristic technology is kind of like part of the magic system, if that makes any sense. Personally, I think it's pretty cool. Although sometimes they don't really mesh well together. That's actually one of my main complaints with Natlan, is that like I feel like they took the tech just a little bit too far, but generally they do a good job of mixing them, I think. Yeah. Alright, third one. Alright, so one guy wants to...
Is this really necessary?
Yes. So I guess one guy wants to keep gambling, I guess. The other guy
really
found...
are a one-trick pony, you know.
The other guy found peace in his passion. So... Ooh. Ooh, that's nice. That's cute. I like that. The music, I mean. Oh, this is adorable. I love this. It's super cute. Hello. Trust me, it's just sadness. That's
Hey, Junan. Gazing out at Natlan again, huh?
Chaska? What are you doing here? Is something up?
the good old. Don't tell me.
The flying squad is
God.
hosting retrials again soon. Want to give it another try?
Oh, ah. We're good. We're good. We're good. I thought the game was gonna crash for a second.
Maybe you're forgetting the definition of wingless. I've failed so many times already that I've decided to call it quits for good. I'm done. Elder Alpa always goes out of her way to come and tell me when a new trial is coming up, and it's nice of her to think of me. But nothing's gonna change. I'm not going to suddenly pass just because they're holding another trial.
They're making some big changes to the arena this time, so the flying experience should be smoother than before. Koyer's gonna try again.
Cora says, oh, your mic was cutting out, was it? Well, that was weird.
No, forget it. If I was genuinely good enough to make the squad, the location shouldn't affect my chances. A true rider can fly confidently whatever the conditions, like you and Elder Alpa.
Junan! They're redoing the... Huh? Chaska and the Traveler. You're already here. I guess they told you already then. Come on, let's go train together.
Will you accept?
I'm gonna sit this one out.
What? Why? But you've always looked up to Elder Alpa. She went wingless after her injury and spent years drifting, but even she came back and made it in the end. If she can do it, why can't you?
I mean, I don't have that kind of perseverance. And besides, the last thing I want to do is fail in front of her yet again.
Oh, come on. You know you don't need to worry about that. Alright, well, how about we just treat this as you being my mentor? Then will you train with me?
I mean...
Enough umming and ahhing. Let's just get up in the air and figure it out as we go.
Cute, cute.
Wait! Hold on, slow down. I can't keep up.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, Junan unwittingly chose the hard way.
They've been best friends since they were kids. If anyone knows how to get Junan out of a rut, it's Koyer. You helped Koyer deal with her internal conflict, and now she's done the same for someone else. You know, people often talk about how one conflict leads to another and so on. But sometimes in life, things spiral in a good direction instead.
Wild words for... Well, actually... I don't know. I was gonna say wild words for this shot right here, where we're, like, right in front of, like, the Cinder City, and she talks about sometimes life can go in a good direction. And I was gonna say, wow, that's a wild thing to say with the destruction of the city. But then again, like, could you argue that the destruction of Natlan was for the benefit? Could you argue that? Could you argue that? Oh, sweet, awesome. That was cute, actually. That's not that quest wasn't that bad. It was all right. It was cute. It was cute. I
all
liked
the
it.
wingless on the list now, right? Where to next?
The trial arena. It's not far from the tribe.
I don't think it was all that necessary for the Ineffa story quest, but it was cute nonetheless. That's gonna be my main critique right now. I don't think it was all that necessary. Unless they mention the wingless, like, once. But, whatever. Oh, look, it's Deshret's Pyramid! It's Deshret's Pyramid! Look over there! Is the Harvest Stockholm there? There it is! Can I see Fontaine from up here? Darn. No, I can't. Wait, I might need a teleport. Right here. Obsidian Aurora says, wait, I thought that this was a mountain, not a destroyed city. Yeah, it's supposed to be a destroyed city.
Do you think Ineffa will like this gift we got her? See? See? It said yes!
Now try my family's pastries.
Are you sure? Because when I asked it who's the better hero, Ishki or Leonka, it gave the exact same answer.
Ishki. Got it, got it. Ishki. 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 I'll try to remember that as much as I can. Beep, beep, beep.
Hey, you hear that? That's the answer it gave when I asked who'd win in a fight between Kukuku and a How.
It's Kukuku, we all know this.
You guys, it's just making random beeps.
You sound different.
Whoa! Is that Tumaini and the flying expert?
The flying expert?
Beep beep. Yes, it's us. Anyway, where's Ineffa?
Probably out mopping up those mad machines as usual. There must be a lot of them, because she hardly ever comes back for a rest.
Wait, all by herself? Are we sure that's a good idea after what happened last time?
Ineffa said that since she lost her memories, her cognition module's been running more smoothly.
I doubt
and
that.
It's greatly boosted efficiency in cleaning and tidying tasks.
Yeah, and what happened last
I think
time?
that was it.
What happened last time?
Huh. So, losing her memories has somehow made her a better fighter?
Wait, a fighter?
She's awesome! I saw her carrying a whole pile of beaten up machines in one hand!
Okay.
All the grown-ups say that they feel much safer leaving the house now, thanks to her. So we thought it'd be nice to give her a little gift.
We've tried giving her flowers and feathers, but it seemed like she didn't like them very much. That got us thinking. Maybe robot people don't like the same things as us. Aha! So that's why you made her this flower out of mechanical parts.
Makes sense.
Yeah, we still don't know if she'll like it, though. It's okay, Arieta. She'll love this one. I'm sure of it. But what if she doesn't? This might be my last chance.
Last chance? What do you mean?
Well, now that all of my mom and dad's other friends from Nodcry have left to go home, it's just us left.
Oh, damn,
and they
okay.
said today it's our turn to go home, too.
And didn't even say goodbye.
Already? Wasn't the plan to stick around until Ineffa gets better?
Right?
Dad says everyone back home is expecting us, and he doesn't want us to overstay our welcome here.
I guess.
He thought we should at least make sure Ineffa wasn't getting any worse first, but now that it's been a few days, he says it's time we made a move. To be honest, I can kinda understand. He hasn't been home in so many years. Mom and I can tell that he misses Liyue a lot. Ah, no wonder. So, what about your mom then? Guessing she's not from Liyue.
Doesn't look like it.
No, she's from Nodcry. She met my dad after he moved there. I was born there too. He's been there the whole time I was growing up, so he hasn't been home in at least 10 years.
That's a long time. No wonder he's getting homesick.
Don't worry. We'll write to you and let you know how Ineffa's doing.
You bet. And when she's all better, we'll bring her to visit you in Liyue.
Yeah, so don't worry too much about the flower. I'm sure she'll love it. But even if not, you'll have other chances in the future. Although, I guess we still need to wait till she gets back. I wonder how much longer she'll be. Who knows? Seems like she takes longer and longer every time she goes out.
Can't we go take it to her? No, wait. The grown-ups would never let us do that. Way too many of those mad machines out there.
What am I gonna do? If she doesn't get back soon, I might run out of time.
I can deliver her to you.
Oh, really? Thanks, Tumaini.
Can I just say that it's super, super cute that they're calling us by our Natlan name? I just think that's super cute. No, we're doing that another time. I'm just trying to find where the other... So look at the map. Navigator is... all the way up here. Oh, close to Natlan. Okay. Alright. I see, I see. Spooky! Over here.
10 points for agility.
That didn't even take me all the way. How dare thee.
Are you running away?
No. Yo, girl, you good?
Threat eliminated. Scanning for next target.
Ineffa!
Traveler, Paimon. Annihilation mode disengaged. Chat mode activated.
Chat mode, huh? Huh. You'd probably get along well with a Fontanian magician friend of ours. She does modes instead of moods, too.
Yep.
Good morning. Nice to see you again. What lovely weather we're having.
Good morning. Nice to see you again, too. It is lovely, isn't it?
Hey! Don't you start too. One robot's enough.
These are some standard greetings I learned recently. 3 greetings in a row equals thrice the greetment. Hypothetically speaking.
Probably.
Where did you get greetment from? Never mind. You're doing a whole lot better than the last time we met.
Yes. My cognition and language modules are recovering well. I can now sustain fluid conversation.
Heck yeah.
But I have still been unable to retrieve the memory containing the code to the cryptex. I will keep trying. Sincere apologies.
It's okay. It'll take however long it takes. Let's see what Jilonen and the others can find out.
Yes. Now that a convenient moment to change the topic has presented itself. What is that object in your hand? A new model of source mechanism?
It's a flower. Adieta? I don't know. Made it for you.
Flower. Flowers are plant reproductive organs.
Yes.
But I detect no signs of life.
Well, it's a flower made out of metal.
It's more like a flower built from mechanical components.
That also looks like a trifecta, which just so happens to be the pattern that you have on your clothing.
Understood. A flower-shaped machine component. What is its function? Which module is it designed for? Is it compatible with my hardware?
I don't know. It's just supposed to look nice.
It doesn't have a function. It's just for looking at. You know, a cute little souvenir.
Decoration. It's for decorative purposes. Aesthetic purposes, so to say.
Cute little souvenir. But if it serves no function, for what purpose was it built?
To look at. Aesthetic. Design. Yeah, decoration. Clutter. Makes things feel more lived in.
A cryptex is for sending messages. Machines are for performing tasks. What about this flower? What is it for?
I don't know, to make you happy or something? Yeah, it's to express gratitude, I guess.
Gratitude?
Yeah. If someone helps you out, you help them back. And if someone gives you a gift, you get them something in return. That's how we show gratitude to other people.
The Flower Feather Clan took me in, so I'm neutralizing threats near their territory. Like that?
Yeah, more or less.
Yes, exactly. You got it. So, it all makes sense now, right?
But is this not tit for tat? I heard Mr. Kenichi use this term.
No, that's completely different.
Ideas like this can take some time to fully grasp. To start with, will you accept this flower?
I will. Gratitude.
In terms of its purpose, think of it as a memento of your friendship.
Yeah.
Memento?
It's like a memory. Yeah, an object that symbolizes an important memory. It's for remembering something or someone by.
Important memory. Memento.
Uh-huh.
Here.
Oh.
Wear this flower. And this feather, too.
Oh.
There. Much better. Gotta look your best for your big journey.
Hello? A flower? Why? It'll only increase the total load.
It's just a flower. It's not that heavy. Just think of it as a little souvenir from me. Something to take with you on the road.
Souvenir?
That's right, a souvenir. Sometimes when people have something important to remember, they'll pick an object to use as a reminder of that thing. Even if you end up forgetting everything, this flower will always keep blooming. It could take 1,000 times, maybe 2,000, but maybe one day, you'll see the flower bloom, and suddenly, you'll remember the reason for your journey.
Shouldn't I stay here and help you?
No. Everyone's on their own path, and they have to walk it alone. Just as your journey is yours and no one else's. Besides, I have no plan to go to war against him. We both owe each other far more than our mere lives. If either of us actually wanted to claim on that debt, all they'd have to do is ask.
Is this Lianka? She has red hair. So, is this Lianka? So she's talking to, well, whatever Ineffa was. If you end up forgetting everything, this flower will always keep blooming. Actually, let me hear her voice.
Even if you end up forgetting everything, this flower will always keep blooming. It could take 1,000 times, maybe 2,000, but maybe one day, you'll see the flower bloom, and suddenly, you'll remember the reason for your journey.
Okay, but I have no plans to go to war against him. We both owe each other far more than our mere lives. If either of us wanted to claim on that debt, all they'd have to do is ask. If this is Lianka, is she talking about Ochkan?
If anything, I pity him.
Oh, definitely.
In a way, his situation's not so different from yours. But in his case, it's turned him into something neither human nor dragon. The more he chases the sun, the more it blinds him to the creatures who live by its light. You were once, well, she was once the enemy of humankind. And Ochkan doesn't care to distinguish between you and her like Ishkik and I do. He sees you as the same being.
Okay. Trying to understand stuff going on.
So if you stay behind, and especially if you help me, it'll only stoke the flames of his blind hatred even further.
But...
Come on, you have bigger things to worry about than me right now. You have a huge journey ahead of you. That should be your focus. Have faith. This tribe will kneel to no one. They will never be slaves. If they lose their leader, someone else will take up the mantle. Heck, even a child who's barely learned how to walk could do it. All right, time to go. Some things are destined to be forgotten. Don't let it get to you. In 1,000 years' time, you'll have a life far, far away from here. So go. Cross the ocean.
Oh.
Find a new place to belong.
Okay.
Malfunction who betrayed us all.
Oh.
You dare seek a place to belong?
Okay.
Ineffa? Ineffa, what's wrong?
You good, girl? Are you good?
I was... Sincere apologies. My cognition module crashed for a moment. It is now fixed.
Is it because you've been fighting for too long? Oh, you need to rest. Come on, let's get you back.
Back? Back to the Flower Feather Clan?
Yeah, of course. Everything else aside, Adieta and her folks will be leaving soon. Don't you want to say a proper goodbye?
Is something bothering you?
Yes. The closer I am to the Flower Feather Clan, the more erratic my cognition module becomes. Occasionally, unidentified data surfaces from my memory banks.
She was having a flashback, yeah. Ineffa had a similar reaction to this when Xilonen said the name Lianka.
Memory data? So, what about that curse Xilonen mentioned? Does it not hurt to remember anymore?
It does. Even now, it still hurts. I have merely switched off the corresponding facial expressions to avoid making other people uncomfortable.
Yeah, dang. Is that the robot equivalent of I'm just used to it now?
But if I do not recall my memories, I cannot complete my task.
So, is this why you've been spending so much time out here?
To trigger something?
When memory data surfaces, there is a high probability that my cognition module will crash. This constitutes a safety risk. Therefore, I have been spending time away from the tribe.
A safety risk? Like what happened at Children of Echoes. Come back with us. No need to worry about safety risks with us around.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever happens, we'll make sure things don't get out of hand.
Maybe going back to the tribe will trigger some useful memories. Arietta would like to say goodbye to you in person.
Assessing relative combat capability. Paimon, approximately 1/5.
1/5 what?
1/5?
1/5 of what?
Of what?
Exactly, of what?
Traveler.
Of what?
Risk.
I need to know.
mitigated. Strategy accepted.
1/5 of what? It could either be 1/5 of like a butterfly or 1/5 of like I don't know, the primordial one or something. Great, let's go. Oh, yeah, we're going back. I think we're just gonna go through this one last cutscene, and I think after that we can end the stream there. Okay. Obsidian Aurora says, Primordial One. Who is that? The Primordial One is the progenitor god of basically everything in the Genshin universe, except the dragons. Yeah. We know pretty much nothing about them, honestly. The only real thing that we know is...
I can't thank you enough for hosting us these past few days. And thanks for agreeing to look after Ineffa. I know it's a lot to ask.
I'll just finish this. We know pretty much nothing about them other than they are said to be androgynous. They descended into Teyvat, fought the dragons, took the land, and basically created everything. Like, yeah, basically created everything. Like, terraformed the entire world, created, like, all of the plants and animals, created humanity, created the Four Shades, and most likely the other gods as well. Like the Primordial One is basically like top dog. Like, they are, well, the Primordial One. Big shit, big shit.
It's alright. She'll be in good hands.
There's like a theory floating around that Paimon is, the Primordial One, or like a shrunken / amnesiac version of him.
She never came back. I guess I'll have to leave without saying goodbye.
Hey now, you'll see her again. And we have so much to look forward to in Liyue. All those Shao lanterns lighting up the sky. You've always wanted to see that.
Obsidian Aurora says, so basically a colonizing god. I mean, in a way, yeah. I mean, I guess so, yeah. In a way. The Zhao lanterns are very pretty, though.
Arietta, Amu, Joashin. I am back.
Huh? Ineffa? You brought her back? Thanks so much. Don't mention it.
Also, gratitude for the flower.
Cute, cute. Arietta says a reluctant goodbye to Ineffa. And thus they go. Bye.
What does it feel like to know where you are returning to?
That's a strange question. As soon as you're all better, you'll be returning to Notcry. Oh, and we forgot to say, we're actually heading there ourselves soon. Maybe we can travel together.
Notcry. Is that home?
Well, I mean, I guess it's where you were built. It's where your maker lives.
Huh?
Cognition module unable to define home. All the memory data that has presented itself recently has been related to Natlan. But the merchants tell me that I have family waiting for me in Notcry. If I do recover my memories, which time period will they be from? And will the post-recovery me be the same me that I am now, or someone different?
Whoa, you're going through some... Hold on a second, let me go back to that.
If I do recover my memories, which time period will they be from? And will the post-recovery me be the same me that I am now, or someone different?
Ah, dang it! The robot is starting to have deep philosophical thoughts. It's a little too advanced right now. A little too advanced for my taste.
That's a deep question.
What is it that you're afraid of? Are you worried the new you will be so different you don't even recognize her?
Finding near synonyms for mind and conflict. Cognition module. Split.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Once I have been split, will it change the way I define home?
Fuck, man, I don't know.
Huh. Now that's a tough question. A lot of people and a lot of Saurians spend their whole lives searching for an answer to that. But if you want my opinion, home is somewhere you can always return to, wherever that might be. No matter how far you fly, there will always be someone back there waiting for you. No matter how battered and bruised you get, you can always go back there to rest and recover.
At the end of this, she's like, dang it, I need to talk to my dad.
I guess you could say it's somewhere you belong.
Flashback?
Wherever it is that your memories guide you back to, I'm sure it'll be somewhere you feel safe. Somewhere you feel you belong. Of course, everyone's situation is different. I don't know how applicable my experience is in your case, but consider it a reference point, I guess?
Okay. Recorded under reference data.
And at the end of the day, I mean, who says you can't have more than one home? There's no law against it.
That is true. That is very much true. Squawk. Chimpu.
Someone's looking for us. Hopefully this means there's been some progress. Don't be afraid to recover your memories. They might contain the answers you're looking for.
Got it.
Alright.
Recover your memories.
Laughable. You really think you could do that?
Malfunction. Have you forgotten why you cast them away to begin with?
You cast them away. Uh-huh. Go check the situation. I know I said that I would, like, stop the stream, but I'm a bit interested in what happened. Sorry. I need to see. Oh, so Lolly. What are you doing here?
Oh, it's St. Lolly. Didn't think it'd be you.
Why? Don't you think I'd want to do my part to help the Traveler? And anyway, no one's more qualified than the Masters of the Nightwind when it comes to Natlan's ancient history.
Chorus says, Ruh-roh, Girlybot's got trauma.
Ancient history? Wow. Even by St. Lolly's standards?
Hey, that's just mean. That's just mean. You're just making fun of her at that point.
If you think I didn't hear that, you're sorely mistaken. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. I don't know if you noticed, but Kenichi's little sidekick has been acting a little strange around Ineffa.
How? Yeah, you can say that again.
After you parted ways, Kenich put him in timeout for 3 whole days and nights. Then, he had Aoife send Kakuku to torment him for another night.
Poor Hao. He had it coming, though.
Finally, Hao got so infuriated with Kakuku's pestering that he lost his cool and let slip a crucial piece of information. 2 words. Sovereign ruler.
Okay, okay. In like what context?
Sovereign ruler? So what? Isn't that just how he introduces himself?
It is, and I always assumed it was a load of hot air. But apparently not. Turns out the title refers to the 13 dragon lords who ruled Natlan in ancient times.
That's true. I do know about this. Oh, I think I've heard of them.
Wait, really? How? It took me forever to figure this out.
Well, let's just say that I became friends with the wee little baby Saurian who just so happened to be the mother-freaking descendant of the Pyro Sovereign. And my little companion got to meet his goddamn brother, like the Sovereign's brother, and then had the decision of whether or not to nuke all of Natlan. Although we don't know about that though. But well, we had a couple adventures, some adventures with some very ancient dragon stuff, and found this out.
Anyway, the 13 sovereign rulers are not ordinary dragons, but forms of artificial intelligence created by the Pyro Dragon using secret source technology.
Okay. Okay. Well, that just destroyed my entire perception of these guys. AI dragon. AI rulers. Shweakalotl, what is this? What is this, Shweakalotl? I thought these were your kids, bro. No, I'm serious. I literally thought the 13 Dragon Lords were like his kids or something. Okay. AI. Alright. Yeah. This is just dropped so casually. But it literally, like, my brain just, like, fried for a second. Okay. Go on. Yeah, keep going, Lolly, keep going.
They had superior intelligence and greater authority than even the ancient dragons themselves. Each ruled over a portion of Natlan's territory.
Okay. So, ChatGPT ruling over, okay. Yeah. 13 ChatGPTs. Got it. I'm sorry, I'm just like, huh? Obsidian Aurora saying, so basically sentient mecha dragons. I guess so. Cora says, did they get turned into cyborgs or something? I don't know.
But one by one, they disappeared during the war with the heroes.
Okay, Xbalanque killed them.
Even most of their names are unknown now. Long since buried in the sands of time.
Obsidian Aurora says, nah, that sounds like a nightmare to live in. Yeah, no. I have some thoughts.
If we hadn't managed to pry that tidbit out of a How's mouth, I would have had no idea where to even start.
I always thought that little monster's biggest claim to fame was arguing with Kukuku for an entire day.
Literally.
He has quite a history then, huh? Which of the 13 was he?
Well, he was a How.
Not a clue. So far, he has staunchly refused to reveal which of the sovereign rulers he was. My guess is that he doesn't even remember.
Okay, because like, I knew a How was a Dragon Lord. That much I knew. Because, like, I knew that, like, the joke, I guess, with his character is that when he went, like, I'm the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, like, part of the joke is that it sounds like he's just spewing out bullshit, but in reality, he's telling the truth. Like, no, seriously, he's actually a Dragon Lord. Like, so I knew that. But what I always assumed was that he was, like, you know, an actual freaking dragon who got his, like, consciousness stuck in Kenichi's watch thingy, and the little pixel art thing you see is, like, a projection. You're telling me a How is an AI? You're telling me a How is a chatbot? I hate this. What is this?
Remember, these rulers were supposed to be powerful forms of artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
And a How? Well, it hardly seems like he's still in his prime. I'll bet he's lost most of his memories. and power by now.
See, that's why he keeps repeating the same shit over and over again, because he's a goddamn robot.
Lost. Memories.
Yet, despite that, a house seemed to sense the presence of a fellow sovereign ruler when you were nearby. Specifically, it's the core in your chest he was reacting to.
What? Ineffa's a sovereign ruler too?
Could be. Kanich and Aoife have been keeping a close watch on Ahau, in case he reveals anything else. But so far, it seems like those 2 words are all he remembers.
Darn! So the trail's gone cold.
Not completely. There's also Lianka and the Flower Feather clan, both of which have triggered a response from Ineffa so far. And as it happens, out of the sovereign rulers that I was able to dig up information on, there was one who had a very close relationship with Lianka.
Yeah, it's her. Oh god, it's her mom.
Her name was the Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers, otherwise known as the 8th Lord. She ruled over what is now the Flower Feather clan's territory.
Okay.
The records claim that she didn't die in the war with humanity, but was executed by her own kind.
Yeah, I read about this. We read about this.
Her crime being betrayal of dragonkind by secretly raising a human. Lianka.
Yeah, we read about this in... Oh, boy. This was older stream. Okay, not older stream, but it was a stream where I was, like, clicking around the wiki. So, yeah. And I think it was also in the Little One quest in the Volcano City. We also read about that.
Huh? Chaska, did you know this?
Yeah.
Some of it. Our tribe's origin story has Lianka being raised by a dragon. And of the 6 heroes, she had the closest relationship with dragonkind. After raising her, her surrogate mother then encouraged her to leave the nest and seek her own path. She traveled far and wide, settling disputes between humans and Saurians. She didn't pick sides based on past grievances between humanity and dragonkind. She stood up for the weak, protecting them from those more powerful who sought to exploit them. Gradually, a community of like-minded people and Saurians gathered around her, united by their desire for freedom and equality. And that was how the Flower Feather clan began.
Cute.
But that's as much as the legends say. They never mentioned her dragon mother's name, or what became of her in the end.
I'm trying to remember what happened to Lianka at the end. Like, of her lore. I forgot.
Oh, sorry. My cognition module is acting up again. At some point during this conversation, it started behaving very erratically. You mentioned that the Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers was executed. Might I ask how?
How do you execute a robot?
Unfortunately, the humans of that time weren't privy to all the details of dragon affairs. The only records we have are vague references from after the fact. It's very possible that this is mere speculation or complete fabrication, so don't give too much weight to it. But for what it's worth, it said that a curse was placed on the priestess by one of the other rulers. If she truly harbors pro-human sentiment, then for every ounce of goodwill she feels, may her mind be flooded with pain of immeasurable proportions.
Fun!
In the savage conflict and chaos that followed, the priestess's mind was ultimately destroyed.
Okay. But, like, since she's a robot, what, is it just, like... was this, like, short-circuiting every minute?
Jeez. What a bizarre method of execution. Definitely sounds like the history writers used some artistic license there.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. This didn't seem to trigger any erratic behavior. So, do you think that my origins have something to do with this sovereign ruler?
Interesting. Well, it's hard to say what, if any, direct connection you have to the 8th Lord. But since the name Lianka seems to ring a bell for you, why don't you look into it yourself? I brought some woven scrolls with me that might be useful. Have a look if you're interested. Here, take them.
You mean me? Big scrolls. Hey, yo, yo, yo! One of them is with the...
Don't say anything. In a moment, I'm going to leave. I need you to join me. Discreetly.
Alright. Am I hearing your thoughts?
It's just a little spell based on our prior experience. I'll explain everything shortly when you catch up with me.
Okay.
Well, I need to get going now. If I find out anything more, I'll keep you updated.
Gratitude. Goodbye.
Bye, Sweet Lolly.
What's in these scrolls?
Slip away quietly while they've got their heads buried in those woven scrolls. Meet me at the other side of the settlement.
Well, what if I just, Oh, okay. I thought there was gonna be like a sneak away thing. Guess not. So Lianka's mom was AI, is what I'm gathering. I have thoughts. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I really don't know how I feel about this.
Hello,
Love the Lianka lore, though. Jillinan, what's going on?
Well, see, Lolly hasn't told you everything. There's another sovereign ruler that Ineffa might be connected to, not just the one from the Flowerfeather clan.
Okay.
All trace of this other sovereign ruler was lost after the war. The records claim that in their final battle, they fought against Ishkik and Lianka.
Okay, okay. What? Why didn't you say anything?
It was, my idea. I suggested we bring up the Dragon Mother first and see how Ineffa responds.
Okay.
And, well, Seat Lolly has debriefed me on how it went. Apparently, she barely reacted, despite a very strong reaction to the name Lianka.
Okay.
And to me, that says we need to tread very carefully when probing her about the 11th Lord.
What about the 11th Lord?
She's the one who went missing after the war. Said to be the proudest of all the sovereign rulers. And the most hostile towards humanity.
Okay.
When the Pyro Dragon fell, she couldn't accept that dragonkind had been defeated. She sank into despair and insanity.
Literally short-circuited.
But the rest is lost to history. There's no way to find out what became of her. Or even what her name was.
Actually, it's probably her. It's probably that one, then. It's probably that one. Because in the little flashback, Lianka said, like, you were once an enemy of humanity, but, like, you're different now, but if I take you to Ojkan, he'll just see you as the same person.
Remember, though, in essence, these sovereign rulers weren't physical entities, but pure intelligence, built with secret source technology.
It's just built of ones and zeros. It's data.
I mean, who knows what happens when a manufactured mind goes mad? Maybe she lost her power and memories. Maybe she split into different personalities.
Are you saying what I think you're saying? I need to read some of these comments. Okay, Obsidian Aura says, this world has some serious history with beings and control being stronger or technologically better than their neighbors and enforcing power among them. Huh? Hold up, let me read that again. This world has some serious history with beings and control being stronger or technologically better than their neighbors and enforcing power among them. I mean, that's just kind of true in real life, I guess. Cora says, how is Kenich's Jarvis to his Tony? Except super annoying, literally. Obsidian Aura says, I think you just have to erase the entire code of the robot aside from that. I have no idea how you keep a bot permanently dead. Unless you, like, destroy the, like, motherboard or something? I don't know, man. Obsidian Aura also says, now this is a worrying subject. I don't think it's a good idea to let an AI parent a child, literally. Purple Scarf Cake says, hi, hello.
The point is, if Ineffa really does originate from the 11th Lord, then we need to...
What? Have her taken out?
Oh.
Because of some baseless speculation?
Oh.
How would that be any different from what they did to Lianka's mother?
True.
Chaska, what brings you here?
Hey, this is a matter about people being raised by dragons, people killing dragons, all that messy stuff. I'm pretty much the modern version of that. If there's anybody who can speak about this issue, it's me.
Anyone with a brain could see you were up to something back there. Unless it's a Paimon brain. Or a robot brain.
Okay, you got us. Actually, we never intended to cut you out of this. It's just that see, Lolly's spell only works on the Traveler. But Chaska, I'm telling you, we have legitimate concerns here. This is not baseless speculation. Ever since Ineffa set sail for Natlan, the secret source automatons have been getting increasingly aggressive. It's as if they're drawn to each other. Ineffa could well be the 11th Lord herself. And if so, then the moment she recovers her memory, all of us, all of humanity, will instantly become her enemy.
I've been keeping an eye on movements at the Flower Feather clan. Whatever she was in the past, and whoever she becomes in the future, I trust who she is today.
Chaska, I love you, okay? I love you. And, like, obviously that's what's going to happen in the story. Like, no duh. Ineffa's not gonna go crazy and rogue and start killing everyone. No duh, that's not going to happen. But think about it like this, Chaska. She's a robot, okay? She's not a person. And, like, whatever element of soul, quote-unquote, that she has is some freaking ChatGPT type stuff. Okay, like, I'm just saying, you know. You're letting the AI make you think that it's a real person.
Even if the past and future Ineffa are a completely different person from who she is now?
If you're suggesting that there's a volatile force within her, threatening to rise up and take over at any given moment, that makes two of us.
True.
But no one ever gave up on me. Not Mama Bird, not Koichi, not my dad. So what right do I have to give up on her?
Mama Bird. That's adorable, actually. Obsidian Aurora says, her soul is fake. Yeah, actually. Yeah. What right do I have to give up on her? I don't know. Maybe. It's because you're a goddamn person, Chaska. Maybe that's why. Because you're human. Look, I know obviously, like, the narrative. I know obviously the story is going to be like, you know, like, Ineffa is not, like, the Dragon Sovereign from the past. It was just a component that made her, but it's not necessarily her. You know, she was made to be a companion, a friend. That's what Ineffa was made to be. Like, I know, okay, guys, like, I know that's obviously what the story is going to be about. I'm just joking here.
If Leonka was here, I have every confidence that she'd say the same. Besides, even if the 11th Lord rises again and declares all of us her enemy, the solution is simple. We defeat her. The heroes managed it, so there's no reason we can't too.
Especially with Tumaini on the team. Me.
Fine. I had a feeling this might be your reaction.
Look, I get it. You're only acting like the villain here to make us realize how serious the situation is. You know how I know that? Because when I was a kid, they brought me to you for treatment, and you didn't give up on me either.
Yeah, well, playing the villain is a force of habit for old Granny by this point. Just know you've been warned, all right? Watch out for any new developments and make sure you know where she is at all times.
Purple Scarf Cake says, what if the robot divides by 0? What if? Huh, that sounded like a granny talking to a rebellious teen.
Hey, the spell hasn't worn off yet, you know.
Whoopsie.
Anyway, now that we're all caught up, you should get back on Ineffa watch, and we should get back to investigating.
Help! Someone! Oh, Chaska? What are you all doing here? And when did Shilonen show up?
Paimon, you were supposed to stay with Ineffa.
Uh-oh.
Oh, right, Ineffa. Something weird happened. She got halfway through those woven scrolls and then flew off all of a sudden. Paimon tried to stop her, but she wouldn't come back.
Did something trigger a new memory? This doesn't make any sense. She barely responded when we were chatting. What could it be?
No idea. But it must be something important, because she sure looked like she was in a hurry. Also, she said, annihilation mode activated.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Chaska, you're our eye in the sky. Find out where she's gone. We'll inform everyone else. Tell them to be on high alert.
Roger that.
I'm coming with you.
Wait, don't you want to discuss this first?
No.
Hey, wait up!
Oh. Okay, so I'm debating whether or not I want to continue or not. Whoa, what the heck? What the? Oh, try the game? Try the game thingy you guys have? Oh. I'm debating whether or not I should continue. I don't know. Because it is getting... Ooh, actually, no, it is getting pretty late. Yeah, okay. I think we're going to end the stream tonight. And hopefully... because I can't stream tomorrow, nor can I stream the day after that. But if my Friday is free, then we should be able to. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, let me just get my stuff from Catherine first, and then talk about this, because I have some thoughts, man. I have some thoughts. Of course, says flip a coin. I mean, I could, but at the same time, I'm also like, I don't know, do I really want to? I flip-flop, I don't know. But, like, I think, because technically I was thinking of, like, ending the stream a little earlier, so, and if I keep telling myself, like, no, let's continue. By this point, I'm streaming until, like, midnight. See, the Natlan Archon quest, I had a reason, because, I was basically stuck in, like, a 4-hour cutscene.
Thank you for
Thank you. Give me my other stuff. My expedition stuff. Thank you. And... did I get any achievements? Of course I did. Always get these. Robot that unimaginable love. Robot that hails from Nodcry. Ooh. Is that all? I think that might be all. Alrighty. Let's just go to the Infinite Void for a hot second. And we're here. Put on the little cat music back on. It's the same music that I used previously. Okay, Obsidian Aura says, can we spend these last few minutes discussing about the information we just learned? Yes, 100%. I always do these, I always have, like, these mini, like, discussions, I guess, at the end of the Genshin streams, just so I could talk about, like, the story and stuff. Okay. Number one, I think, just Archon Quest in general, just the general Archon Quest, I'm not really feeling it too much, I'm not going to lie. I think it just had a very slow start. It started really, really slowly, and I feel like it isn't until, like, kind of now that the story is, like, really starting to kick in. And also the fact that we had to do the little Chaska quest, in the middle of it, which, like, I understand why Genshin does that, because, I understand why, because it is technically, like, the canon, I guess. But at the same time, it's also just, like, super inconvenient. And also, is it really necessary? Like, is it really necessary? I don't think it was. Yeah, I don't think it was really necessary. Chorus says, the feelings are mixed. Yeah. So far. Who knows? Like, maybe the ending of this quest is going to, like, blow me out of the water, and then the next thing you know, I'm like, guys, this quest is, like, the best thing ever. But currently, I'm not, like, I feel like this, like, that beginning was really, really slow, and it's not starting to really kick in until now. Like, now it's starting to get a lot more interesting, which, I mean, obviously, because, like, the mysteries are, like, being revealed and all of that, but I just think the beginning was just kind of slow, honestly. But, so far it's been alright. It's been, like, story-wise, I think it's been doing alright so far. And, yeah, I do want to know how this piece of the story ends. This is the prelude to Nodcry, so, which is wild, because this is all about Natlan stuff. So, I am interested in that. Now, on to the Natlan stuff. The real meat and potatoes, the real stuff I wanna talk about. It's in my title. It's in my title, Natlan lore and stuff. Hold on, let me get my water real quick. Obsidian Aurora says, so can we discuss about the whole 13 AI dragons? Literally, okay. So, in Natlan lore, or at least from what I was able to gather, right? Like, oh, add.
1 second.
Add. At least in Natlan lore, from what I was able to gather, the Natlan, you know, was mostly run by the dragons. And the humans were just kind of living there as well, and they were being like oppressed by the dragons. But the humans also treated the dragons bad as well. It's a whole mess. But like rulership-wise, it was ruled by the Pyro Sovereign, Xiucolotl, and his brother Kukulkan served as the regent. But it was mostly Xiucolotl. And from what I know of the lore, Xiucolotl was poisoned by, like, abyssal energy and stuff. And because of that, he was cursed with old man disease. Like, basically, he just became, like, really tired and worn out, and he couldn't, like, rule the same way that he could rule. And so, the 13 dragon princes, or the dragon lords, kind of took his place in rulership. Like Xiucolotl was still, like, the monarch, let's put it, like, the main leader. But it was the 13 dragon princes that were actually doing the real leading, because Xiucolotl couldn't. As for Kukulkan, honestly, just what we know about Kukulkan, he was way more interested in his little, like, science experiments than he ever was with ruling. So, he aged early, literally, deadass. Yeah, there's that, and also the fact that the 13 princes were, they seemed to have been of a higher position than Kukulkan is, because somewhere, I don't know where exactly, but somewhere in the lore, it talks about how when Kukulkan gave fire to man, or gave phlogiston to man, he was, like, either he was impeached or nearly impeached by the princes. He was either impeached or nearly impeached. I forgot. And, like, before, like, the verdict could occur, Xiucolotl, like, swooped in to, like, save his brother from, like, I don't know, like, the political scandal and all that. The Dragon Society was hella political. And so, like, the princes definitely seemed to have a higher position than Kukulkan, which, again, kind of sort of makes sense at first. Kind of makes sense, because Kukulkan really does not seem interested in, like, leading. Obsidian Aurora says, now I'm imagining a dragon in a lab coat doing experiments in a big lab. Yep, that's basically Kukulkan right there. So, like, yeah. And then, when Kukulkan had Ochkan, oh yeah, Kukulkan is Ochkan's dad, by the way. When Kukulkan had Ochkan was imprisoned by the Dragon Lords because he was, like, a half-breed. And then, of course, like, Xbalanque and his gang, like fight them and kill them all. Well, now we know that they killed them all. I kind of assumed that, but it's some confirmation. And so, like, you know, with this kind of information, forgive me for daring to think that the 13 Dragon Lords were like actual legit dragons. Forgive me for thinking that. Even more, on top of that, I'm ranting right now. Even more, on top of that, Little One is said to be a descendant of Xiucolotl. Or am I wrong? But I'm pretty sure Little One was said to be a descendant of Xiucolotl, which is why he has the Flame Lord's blessing. Like, Kukulkan even mentions that Ochkan had the Flame Lord's blessing because they're like part of, like, the royal family and whatever the heck, right? And so for, like, I'm, like, thinking about this way too deeply. And so for Nugget to be for Little One to be the descendant of the Pyro Sovereign, that means Xiucolotl had kids, right? Like, it has to mean that, right? Because Kukulkan puts such a big emphasis on bloodlines. They are related by blood. And so, like, oh, here is an old, well, maybe not old, I don't know. Here's a dragon with old man disease. He can't rule like he used to. Here are 13 other dragons who are ruling for him, and there's this bloodline lineage thing going on. Forgive me for thinking that these 13 dragons were like his children, and they were like actual legit dragons. Obsidian Aurora says, racism? Even AI can somehow be racist. Hey, I mean, I don't know. Have you seen the AI on Twitter? Yes, they can. Cora says, wait, what does this mean for Nivelette? He's a dragon too. Does that mean he's a robot? I hope not. Oh my god, I'd be so mad. I'd be so angry. Obsidian Aurora says, unless they transferred the soul of the heir into the robotic body, I have no idea how they did this. See, that was my first thought. That, like, maybe, like, those are his kids, and, like, their souls are in the AI, kind of like a portal with, GLaDOS type thing. That was another thought of mine, but I don't think Genshin is going to, like, I don't think that's what they're doing. I do think that what they're doing is, like, actual legit AI. Purple Scarf Cake says, now that's some new info. It's crazy. I mean, okay, cause the Dragon Lords were created by him. They were created by Xuecoatl. So, I mean, okay, yes, by technicality, I guess you could say those are his children because he created them. But, like, Little One is related to him by blood. You know what I mean? You know, maybe I'm just thinking too deeply into this, but, like, I don't know. This entire time, I thought that they were, like, actual legit dragons. And you could be wondering, Pep, why is this bugging you so much? This is just some cool Genshin lore. What's the deal with that? What's the deal with that? I've mentioned this a couple times in my previous streams, but I'm currently, like, drafting a silly little Natlan fan fiction that takes place during, like, the Xuecoatl Xbalanque days, right? And still drafting it. It's not finished or anything. I'll finish those fics eventually, I promise. And that's an ad. And so because of that, not that the 13 Dragon Lords were, like, the focus of the story or anything, but I did want them to, like, appear and, like, I don't know, have some, like, conflict with, like, the humans and Leonka and, like, especially Khan and Ochkan. I kind of wanted some, I don't know, some, like, cool, heavy, like, some like, political schlop going on, right? And so I had, like, low-key kind of a very specific perception of these guys, and then this thing just, like, throws me completely for a loop. It's crazy. Let's see, Obsidian Aurora says, unless being created by someone automatically makes them your children, then it could work. But if the heir is his son, then did his son become a robot? Cora says, the Saurians are also descendants of dragons, so... No, yeah, but, like, I think the thing that's, like, stumping me a little bit is... the fact that Little One, the little dragon companion in all of our quests, is, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that, like, it was a big thing in that quest, that the Little One, it was not only, like, an inheritor of the Flame Lord's blessing, like, he is a descendant of Xuecoatl, like, he shares the same royal bloodline. Or maybe like he did have kids and they're just not important to the story. You know, that could also just be, I don't know, he replaced them with he replaced his children with rust buckets. I don't know. It's crazy. This is some crazy lore. Okay. Enough about me rambling about the dragon princes. Like, because honestly, and this really isn't that important. It really should not bug me as much as it is. It's mostly just because, like, I had like a vision for this story, man, and it just kind of got thrown into a loop. It's crazy. Yeah. Now into Leonka, her whole thing. No, and Ishki? Ishki, I think is her name, which is, oh my god, thank you, Genshin, for finally teaching me how to pronounce that name. This entire time I just stared at her name being like, Obsidian Aurora says, father of the millennia people, he replaced his actual children with robots. So with Leonka, Leonka was always someone, like, kind of interesting to me in Natlan lore a little bit. Not, like, as interesting as, like, Xbalanque or Ochkan, of course, but, like, I found her very interesting in the fact that she lived during this literal war between dragons and humans, and she was raised by a dragon, or at least I thought she was raised by a dragon, and like, it naturally just made her a lot more compassionate to dragonkind during this, like, period of, like, instability. And then there's Ichki, I think, and then there's Ichki, who at least, again, if I remember her lore correctly, she, at least early on, her and her brother had a very strong distaste of dragons, because the dragons, like, like, killed their parents and stuff. And, although, like, if I remember correctly of her lore, she started to gain compassion for the dragons and the Saurians, especially during, like, Ochkan's, like, tyranny and blah, blah, blah. Some really character arc going on here. And Ichiki and Lianka were a part of Xbalanque's gang. They were a part of, like, the friend group, along with Ochkan. And, like, again, this is just me kind of, like, thinking about them in terms of, like, oh, if I were to craft a story, because I am low-key, but to me, I just kind of found it cool of, like, oh, here are these two girls, one of them really compassionate about dragons, the other seemingly having a bit of, like, a character arc with dragons. It's pretty cool, though, how, I do love how, Genshin was like, oh no, these two were pretty close, like, I don't know, I thought that was pretty cool. Did not expect Ichiki to study dragon tech, though. That was not what I expected at all. It does make sense considering it's Children of Echoes, but I was not expecting that. If anything, I thought that this girl would be, like, the last person to look into that. So, that was pretty cool. Definitely a part that I really liked was the flashback with Lianka. Also, Lianka having a character design. Hey, yo! These lore characters almost never have character designs. Yeah, but with Lianka and her little flashback with whatever robot's up, she's talking with, I don't know. You know, clearly talking about Ochkan, and I just love the part where she basically says, like she effectively says, like, he's gone absolutely mad, he's crazy, he's not what he used to be, he would literally kill you on sight, but, I don't hate him. If anything, I just feel really bad for him. And I love that so much. Because, like, I mean, they were friends. Like, back when, like, Xbalanque was around, they were part of the same friend group. They fought dragons together. Yeah, they were friends before, and especially since anybody who knows Ochkan lore knows that this guy was not okay. He had some, like, serious issues going on. And if I remember, like, there's some passage in, like, some piece of lore that mentions that his disdain for dragons, like, even like, before he became, like, king, when, like, he was still with Xbalanque, his disdain for dragons was, like, so much that even his friends were like, yo, bro, you good? Even his friends were like, yo, bro, you okay? And so, I just do like the fact that, like, the one friend that actually mentions him is like, oh, has he gone off the deep end? Yeah, 100%. But, like, you know, I can't help but just kind of feel bad for him. You know? I love that. Because Xbalanque surely didn't say anything about him. He didn't utter a word. So, I love Ochkan, if you couldn't tell. I love his character, I love his lore. Scrap up anything about his character that I can find. So yeah, I thought those were really cool. Cora says, he certainly had some issues for real. He had some massive issues. I just really appreciate that, like, the actual proper Genshin story does mention, like, he wasn't just some crazy guy with a disdain for dragons. Like, this was a severely mentally unstable person with a lot of, like, emotional problems. Yeah. So what I said about Lianka being raised by dragons and thus having, like a compassion for them, with this reveal that her dragon mother was an AI, I'm not lying, Lolly literally says that, it's an AI. I don't know how I feel about that, guys. I don't know. I'm very, like, with that. I don't know. Because I'm sitting here like, well, was she even raised by a dragon then? Look, it's dragon compliant. She's raised to a dragon compliant robot made by a dragon. But, like, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like that, like, I don't know. I feel that, like, ruins a bit of the impact of her being raised by dragons. And look, she's a lore character. It's really not that important. I understand. But, like, I don't know. Genshin has always been one of those games where they do put so much emotion and effort into their lore, even when they don't have to. And so I feel like this kind of like, I don't know, kind of messes with like who Lianka is in lore, in story, and all of that. Cora says the AI face reveal was like a kick to the face. Yeah. So like, I'm honestly not really sure about that. I mean, again, it's really not that important. We're basically finishing up Natlan. We're moving on to Nodcry. It really doesn't matter. But like I said, like, Genshin has always been one of those games where they really put a lot of effort and a lot of like attention to detail in its lore. Like, so much attention to detail that like the average player wouldn't even notice. And like, I mean, maybe it's just me and my weak emotional self, but like sometimes I feel like the characters they make in the lore, like, low-key are more interesting to me are more interesting than like the actual characters in the game. And so like, to me, it's like, I understand she's a lore character, it really doesn't matter, but on the other hand, I'm like, you put so much effort in this time period, in this era of Natlan anyway, so why not like play into that? I don't know, just my thought. Yeah. Obsidian Aurora says, my bigger question is, what is the point of turning these dragon lords into AI? I'm pretty sure what they're going for is, because Lolly mentions that like each dragon lord had like was like more intelligent than the average, than like a dragon, right? And you know, it kind of makes me think of like, well, I mean, it's like AI, it's gathering information from as many sources as it possibly can. So like, yes, by technicality, it would be smarter than the average human, like AI these days. But it's also like, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, not that the dragons had AI. I'm actually fine with that. That actually checks out in my mind. The dragons having AI makes sense to me. That isn't my issue. I guess my issue is honestly the fact that, like, these freaking robots were treated as, like, actual legit political leaders who could impeach the sovereign's brother, who imprisoned the sovereign's nephew. Like, these ones and zeros had legit political power. I think, like, that's the thing that's, like, messing with me. Not the fact that they have AI. The fact that this AI is, like, ugh. And that's the part that I'm like, ugh, I don't know on, but, whatever. Ineffa, she's cute. I love her. She's adorable. I can't say too much. She doesn't really have that much personality. I mean, she's a robot, you know what I mean? And I do applaud Genshin for, like, actually legit making her a robot and not, like, I kind of compared her to Scaramouche earlier, where Scaramouche canonically is a puppet, but, like, he's a guy, alright? Like, he's a guy. Maybe his machinations are that of a puppet, but, like, you know, he thinks, he feels, he cries, everything about him is human, aside from his, like, being, I guess. And so, you know, with, like, someone like Ineffa, I feel like it would be, like, a similar thing, where, like, they could have easily made her, like, oh, she's a robot, like, yeah, she's a robot, but, like, other than that, she's basically a person. And, I mean, they kind of doing that, but, like, I don't know, I like the way, like, that she talks, I like the whole, like, cognitive malfunction, I like that they are at least trying to keep the robot in her. Obsidian Aurora says, that is concerning, especially nowadays. A certain British politician was using AI to talk to people that he was representing. Yeah, it's feeling a little current. Cora says she just needs more fleshing out, personality-wise. Yeah, I think so. It's kind of hard though, considering that her whole personality is just robot, but like, honestly, as for now, I find her cute. I think I just need a little bit more spice to like her. But I do think that this direction they're going for, that, like, she was a robot back from, like, the dragon era, like, and that she, like, lost memories. I do think that direction for Ineffa is really cool. I think that is a really cool way of giving a robot, like, giving a robot, like, personality, I guess, without actually giving her personality. We'll just see how it ends, of course. It all depends how it ends. Obsidian Aurora says, it feels like this is an aftermath of a dystopia. Well, Natlan is the nation of war. So it is a land that has been ravaged through conflict for many, many years. So like, kind of. But, yeah, she's pretty cute. I like her. I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh yeah, Chaska's whole thing, like, near the end, where she's like, I don't think Ineffa was the Dragon Lord that she was in the past. Like, I think she's, like, a different person now, blah, blah, blah. And, like, for the narrative, I mean, that's, you know, that's the direction they're obviously going. You know, Ineffa isn't the Dragon Lord she once was. She's a cute little maid robot now. Like, that's obviously, like, the direction they're going for. What Chaska's saying is right. The thing that's just, like, getting me is the fact that, like, okay, but, like, she's a robot. You know what I mean? Like, she's a robot. Like, yes, Chaska, nobody gave up on you, but that's because you're like an actual person, you know? You're like an actual person with real thoughts and feelings. Okay, yeah, Ineffa feels pain, quote unquote, but that's more so like a simulation of pain. That's not like actual pain, you know what I'm saying? That's like the one little thing, unless they do take the portal direction and reveal that the Dragon Lords have souls. See, because if that's the case, that would be different. That would be different. If the Dragon Lords were revealed to, yes, be robots, but have a soul in them, then I think it wouldn't, like, bug me as much. But so far, as of now, they're just robots. Yeah. Well then, okay, it's getting late. We should probably end the stream right now. I guess, like, so far, because we obviously haven't finished the quest. So far, I think the quest is pretty cute. It's pretty nice. I'm loving the lore, as complicated as my feelings are on the AI revealed. And I'll mention this a million times because, yeah. My issue is not that the dragons had AI. That actually makes complete sense to me. They were highly advanced. They had crazy technology. Of course they had AI. That is not my problem. My problem is that the AI was used, it had some like actual legit political weight. That's like my thing. Too wooden needs to be a real boy. Enough of them needs to be a real girl. Yeah, so yeah, just want to mention, just want to preface that, how being an AI is so freaking funny though. That's like actually hilarious. But yeah, but other than that, like, Natlan lore's cool. Y'all know that I absolutely adore Natlan lore. I scrounge it up as much as I can. Any mention of my boys, Shivalanka and Ochkan, I eat that up. So yeah, Ineffa's pretty cute. Story so far, I think it had a really rough beginning. It's getting better. And hopefully it'll end pretty good. I'm not like super feeling this story quest, but at the same time, this is like literally the prelude to Nodcry. This is just supposed to be like our introduction to like all of the new stuff they're going to be showing soon. I don't know if it fully works as a proper introduction, but it's fine so far. It's fine. But again, it really is like the Natlan lore that I'm like about. Yeah, okay, if I keep going about like the quest, I'm just gonna keep repeating myself and we're gonna be stuck here for like way too long. Okay, so for next stream, I kind of already mentioned this. Unfortunately, I cannot stream tomorrow, nor can I stream the day after that. Hopefully, if I have some time Friday night, we can hopefully finish this quest, continue, see what's up. And if not, well, I guess they'll have to wait till next week. If not, but yeah, no, that's it. It's been really fun. Thank you guys for sticking around as always, and thank y'all for hearing me yap. Obsidian Aurora says, well, I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye for a better tomorrow. Bye for a better tomorrow, indeed. And yeah, I guess that's it. Bye.